Hello everyone, we're live.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to session 3 of Emoris. We're all here, we're all happy to be here. Everyone say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I can't see us.
You can't? That's because you can just
No.
see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Equals the start of the show here.
Thanks, man.
All right, we'll let you get your thing going.
Yeah, so welcome to session 3. Here we are. We're going to have a fun time tonight. I've got some cool stuff planned for everyone. Real quick before we begin, the schedule's scheduled to change a little bit from here on out. We are currently in the process of picking and choosing what is going to happen with certain games. So for the moment, I can't say anything on the schedule other than Emoris is staying still on Mondays. As far as I'm aware, that won't be changed. But I won't say anything else in the matter because I don't have all the information. So that's the main thing that I got to talk about. I don't believe there's anything else that I have immediately. Does anyone have any announcements that they want to get through?
I'm going to Hawaii.
Grizz is going to Hawaii next week?
Yeah, Grizz.
No, on the 24th.
On the
Weekend.
24th.
Well,
2 weeks out.
Yeah.
Right, so we're playing this week and next week, and then Daito, you're off on the next week after, right?
Yeah.
And then Grizz is off the next week after that. So we'll probably still play those games, but you can expect some disappearances just for a week, and then another week for just one person,
No,
and then
Wade,
we're back at
Thyra. No.
Wade's just gonna go hunt gators for a day.
get
Constant.
snapped out.
Will leave.
Yeah, so we'll either find a narrative exit for them, or they'll be played by me. Who knows? Probably the narrative
Just
exit.
don't kill me.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's like a rule for if a player gets killed by a DM while playing as the character, that's like not a death, right?
Yeah,
I feel like-
I agree. I would agree with that.
I just feel like you'd have to prevent the death as much as possible.
I feel like I could play Thyra and just make her run.
Unless it's like a total party kill
No!
situation where
Kill her!
everybody
Don't make her run.
She sees like one of those twig blights again, turn around.
I would 100% feel like if a character were to die while the DM was playing them, like the DM would have to write in a cleric that just happens to
Popped
stumble
up.
across the party and revives the ally.
I mean, it would make sense for them to do that. If it comes down to it, I won't kill your characters. I might make them lose an arm, but I won't kill them. Just because I'm nice like that.
Well, if I lose an arm, I'll need a new weapon.
Half Warforged.
Yeah, you get a crazy new twig arm. It would be great.
Oh, you're giving me ideas. Stop it. Anyway, is everyone ready to dive in to tonight's session of Emoris?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
You all said that with such excitement. I love it.
Woo!
Been waiting all week.
What?
Well, anyway, last time on Emoris, our wandering group of adventurers had fallen captive to the slaving clutches of Isaf Vija and his traveling roadshow. Having defeated many manner of creature in his arena for the entertainment of wealthy slave bidders, the ground underneath you all cracked and opened into a large altar room of what appeared to be a dungeon or a temple of some sort long ago. You all would have fallen into the pit if not for the help of a dwarf named Beggett, who helped to unlock the many gates holding you captive with the help of our rogue, so that you could all run to freedom. And with his somewhat begrudging assistance, I mean, you guys did interrogate him a little bit, so makes sense. You all traveled to the nearby town of Big Daki, where you were introduced to the Kaeta Mazor, who is essentially like the sheriff. I mean, let's be real. He's Texan. He's the sheriff. While talking to him in the Tarket office, you heard a scream from a nearby alley and found that a body had been mutilated from some sort of beast that's been terrifying the town. Mazor informed you of the details and arranged shelter for you all for the night, which you took, before promptly being kicked out and locked out in the morning. Our resident rogue had a late night therapy session. Our musically talented folk had an early morning therapy session. And you all met back up with Mazor later at the body to discuss the attack. Free, you found a ring on the corpse which pointed you to the Zinmis Zhang, which is a local blacksmith shop whose owner you've already met. And as we left off, you were all on the main road, traveling through this town on your way to the shop. So, as the morning sun is starting to make you sweat a little bit, you look up and the sky is completely void of clouds. It's just a blaring, hot, like orange ball of fire. As you walk to the shop, your feet just gently disturb the sand along the road. What would you all like to do?
So we're in front of the shop?
You are walking towards the shop. You're still on the road, but you'll get there
Okay.
in a couple minutes.
Keep walking, I guess.
Keep walking.
Yeah,
Yep.
get to the shop.
Great, so,
Hey,
you
I'm
all
walking here.
walk in here. So you all come to this large open building. It's about 30 feet by 30 feet. It's made of stone walls, like all solid stone walls, and as you look in, the entire front wall is open. There is no wall there. On the far ends, there appear to be some sort of sliding door that sort of like part to reveal the whole open front of the forge.
Mm-hmm.
On the left-hand side, there is a desk that protrudes out the front, with like a lockbox on top of it, and a couple of papers next to that. There is a large, like, smeltering forge in the middle of the room. There are counters on the back walls, and on the right-hand wall as well, and there are weapons strewn about here and there. There are some ingots of various metals over in the far corner. There's a little bit of straw and hay on the floor, just for, ease of comfort. And yeah, as you look in, you can see the familiar visage of one copper-colored elven figure, who is currently messing around on one of the desks on the far wall. He's just fiddling around with stuff over there.
I guess I'll walk in, call out, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, you do. He turns around and you can see what appears to be like a moment of like a little bit of irritants, and then he just turns to see you and sees the new people coming in, and he gets a big smile on his face and goes, "Hello there, friends. Nice of you to come back here. I see you got my message. It's nice of you to, well, take my advice and come see my shop. What can I get for you?"
Actually, I had a question. Can you identify who this ring belongs to? And I will hold it out to him.
Yeah, he walks up to you with a little bit of like a curious expression, and holds out his hand. You put the ring in there. He goes, "All right, I know this ring. Can I ask why you're looking for this owner? Is there a reason?"
be
behind it,
blunt, they're dead. Killed by whatever beast is terrorizing your town.
Put it not so politely, yes.
or... Right.
We wanted to inform the, I guess, sheriff?
They're-
Tarquette?
Well,
was-
them, and then if
And
need
then
be,
the
their
family.
kin.
that is quite the way of telling me. That's awful news. Yeah, it belonged to a friend of mine. Her name is Nera. Yeah, she lives around these parts. I don't suppose you've met her, considering you're asking around. But yeah, no, she's nice. Was a nice lady. Nothing too fancy about her. Oh, she works over at Vislar's, the potted potions and goods. I'm sorry to hear that she's passed, as a way of speaking.
Do you have any family in the area or just employers?
Who, me or her?
Her.
I think her parents might be around. I don't know. She's getting older a bit, so maybe they've passed by. We weren't that close, so it's hard for me to say. I don't really see her with many people. She tends to keep to her work. That's mostly what she does. But I don't know. She might have some family somewhere. But I think if you're asking around for her, your best bet would be to go to Vislar's. You've probably seen it around.
And where would that be?
Yeah,
In
he
relation to here?
I'm assuming you get up some sort. You're probably a big map that points towards the southern end of the town. You're on the northern end. He's in the southern end. He points down to the bottom. And goes, yeah, just past the Kaeda's office there. Not too far, maybe 30 minutes down the road from here. Just straight south, and you'll get there.
Perfect.
Yeah, and he looks around all of you two, because you're all there, sort of crowding around in a group. He notices you, Alakian. He says, actually, before you go, you mind answering a question of mine? Just very quickly. I noticed you have a bow there.
Yeah. Go for it.
I don't suppose you've, seen anyone around, any loose arrows or anything? I'm actually missing a couple.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't
No,
seen them.
I can't.
I swore I left them in my shop here yesterday, but
I don't know what you're insinuating, but
no, I'm not
we just
insinuating.
came into town and we escaped from a slaver. So I'm honestly rather offended that you would insinuate that I had anything to do with that.
Listen, mate, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm just wondering maybe you've had some sort of experience with anyone who also wields a bow.
I mean, like I said, we're brand new into town, so like
I'm super
I
gonna
feel
roll
like-
an insight check on Alakian.
Yeah, go for it. I can roll
Yeah,
a
he's
persuasion check for both. Just
super
one persuasion check, but
defensive.
it's for both Isabel and Jackson.
Okay. Okay. You said persuasion?
Yes.
Persuasion or deception? Which one?
It's persuasion. You're not technically
Can I-
lying about anything.
Can I actually assist him accidentally there? Because I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to cut in.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, it's true. I'm a light sleeper, and we were in the same room at the hotel, so I don't think it would be him.
Unnatural 20.
Well, he didn't technically say anything about in the night.
Oh,
You know what?
Oh, I
I'll
guess
give
I-
it to you anyway. I'll give it to you
I-
because I'm feeling nice.
I guess I wouldn't have known then, but I guess I would have just said, because I guess you're right. That's kind of out of character knowledge. So I would have just been like, yeah, we were together all day, so
I'll give you the advantage just because I'm being nice.
Okay. First roll was
Yes.
23.
Okay.
Second roll, yeah, not 23. So yeah, 23 total.
Okay, sure, yeah. You see him, while he's saying this, you get the feeling that although he's being polite to you because you are a potential customer, he is looking you up and down in particular, if only because of the bow on your back. It's very hard to hide a bow itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, he seems to back off a little bit. He goes, right, well, I wasn't trying to offend you or anything. I was just cautiously, I'd like to know. It wasn't the only thing that's gone. It might still be around here. I don't know. It's just, can't be too sure as well.
I understand. I understand. You're trying to make up for lost inventory, and it happens. I mean, this is not to be blunt, but I mean, this isn't exactly the nicest town I've ever been in.
Well, you're not
So there's
wrong
probably
there.
plenty of shady characters around here.
There are a couple, things have been better since the curfew happened, but, you are correct in that assumption. Well, anyway, I'm, happy that I could be of any help to you all. If you have any interest in weapons, please let me know.
Well,
Make 'em.
I tell you what. Can I ask a favor?
Well,
So
call
I
me.
mentioned that we were enslaved for a while, and we just got out.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that. That's a rough deal there, buddy.
So we might be coming into some money with taking care of this beast problem here. Could you possibly make me some lockpicks, and then once we get paid, then I will come pick them up from you?
Well, I don't really do anything in advance without half down, but I might be able to do something. It depends on how much money you're coming into.
How much for a set of lockpicks?
I'll say Are you looking for a whole thieves tool pick, or are you looking for just the lock picks?
Well, I've still got all of my other thieves tools. They just happen to take my lockpick.
I'll tell you what, I'll take 5 down now, and I'll take 5 on completion, and then I'll be happy to make you some lockpicks. I'll even engrave them for you.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be so cool. I tell you what, I don't have the gold right now, but I do have the short sword. I pull out the short sword that I didn't steal from him. I pull out the
Okay.
other one from my pack, and I put it down in front of him like, can I leave this as a down payment?
Sure, you hand it over and he sort of picks it up and weighs it in his hands. It is, for all intents and purposes, a little bit rusty, chipped on the blade. The handle is sort of like a bound leather that's starting to fall off at the top. He holds it up and goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. This isn't quite gonna make it. I'd probably give you about a silver for this, but it's not really enough for 5 gold, I'm afraid. You'd have to maybe sweeten the deal a little bit before I could accept your down payment."
What can I do for you then? What can I do to make it to where you can do this? Because I obviously don't have money, but I want these lockpicks so I can help.
Maybe we could track down that thief that stole your stuff.
That's a good idea.
Actually. I like that.
Well, I mean, if you can get my my arrows back and my sword back, if they're gone, then yeah, I'd be happy to start making them in exchange for the 10 gold at the end. Tell you what, I'll even
Yeah.
give you 9 gold.
Now, what did your sword look like, so we know what we're looking for?
Oh, well, it was just a basic short sword, really, but it had a nice little engraving on there that I made special for a friend of mine. It's like... He goes over and picks up another short sword that's sort of in the works. It's like it's not sharp yet. It's sort of like a slanted piece of metal with a handle on it that he's starting to hammer out into an actual blade. And he puts it on the desk and starts tracing lines down the blade with his fingers. And he just gives like a basic oversight of the design that went into his short sword smithing.
Gotcha. That's a rather fine looking inlay you've got there.
Thanks, mate. You know, I try my hardest, and I get some pretty good reviews here and there, so, you know, I appreciate the compliment there. It's very kind of
4
you to
stars
say.
on Yelp.
Well, if there's anything else, let me know.
Do you make anything other than weapons?
I have been known to make a little bit of armor here and there, yeah, but it's a little bit more pricey, and if you don't have the money for lockpicks, I'm not sure you'll be able to pay for armor.
Not really looking for the armor. Do you know of anybody who might be able to make some instruments? Or do some repairs?
Well, I don't know if I could do that. My work is a little bit more metal-based, but, I mean, if you're going around, I suppose Vislar is probably your best bet. She specializes in potions and things like that, but she has been known to procure a couple of items here and there. More of a general store, if you catch my drift.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Makes sense.
No worries, mate.
I would like to say that this entire time, Isabel has been pretending to be that submissive personality she first took when she talked to the blacksmith earlier.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, sort of in the back, sort of trying to make herself look small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Can I roll an insight check to see if I think Elikane is telling the truth? I know I should have done it earlier, but with new information, I want to know if I think he's lying.
What's the new information that you're going off of?
He literally just asked the guy he stole from whether he could make him lock picks for his thieves' tools.
Well, yeah, because I'm a rogue, and like, I'm sorry, I quite frankly helped lockpick our way out of that freaking hellhole we had. So.
I'll give you an insight check, but it's a little bit after the fact, so I'm going to give you disadvantage for it.
My thing is too, though. If I'm looking for lockpicks, how would I have gotten in here in the first place?
Hence the disadvantage.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It is disadvantage. I rolled in at 20, but disadvantage it's not that. So that is a dirty 20.
Okay, I'll go off of your roll earlier because you're kind of like attempting to persuade the whole group as a unit. So yeah, you don't particularly feel like there is a reason to distrust him about this matter. I feel fairly at ease with the way that things are. I mean, the blacksmith seems fairly, on it, so you seem to trust him a little bit.
Okay.
Right, well, if there's anything else I can get for you, how about you in the back, miss?
No, thank you. It's fine.
Are you sure? I can make some pretty good great swords. I feel like you'd be pretty good with a great sword or like an axe or some sort.
No, thank you. I'm okay.
Well,
Oh, no.
I won't push.
We upset her with the Red Sox thing in the chat.
Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
On the way out, I do want to turn to Elikane once we're out and be like, you like I know you didn't steal from him or nothing because I trust you, but like you might want to be careful because now he might think that you stole from him because you asked him for lockpicks, and usually thieves use lockpicks, so
Well,
be a little bit more careful.
yeah, but I use them to help get into areas that we might not have access to, but not necessarily to steal from people.
Yeah,
And
of course.
How would I have stolen from him if I don't have lockpicks?
No, you definitely didn't
That's-
steal from him. I mean, we
that's my-
slept in the same room. I would know,
Yeah.
and then we were together all day before that. I'm just saying, I'm not accusing you of stealing. I'm saying, just be careful asking people for lockpicks if they just got stolen from.
I catch your drift.
Before I would have left, I would have used my staff and I would have made a flower for the blacksmith.
Okay, is it your normal bouquet of?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
my
sure.
daffodils.
He takes them and goes, "Oh, thank you very much. You're a polite little lass, aren't you?
You're welcome. Thank you for your time.
No worries. Anytime. Come back soon." Yeah, and as you walk away, you turn around and see him go and hurry off into a back room with the flowers, clutching them quite nicely.
Cute.
He's adorable.
Like
You said he was creepy last time, so I made a point of
I
making
had
it
a
seem.
creepy vibe. I was wrong. I vibe checked him and I was incorrect.
It's like,
He's a nice guy who works out in
seemed
the
like
morning.
I was gonna say, nice guy works out in the morning.
You
that
mean
just
works
happens.
out in the middle of the night?
No, it was
True.
like 5. It was 5 o'clock in the
No.
morning.
He's like
Okay.
early morning. He's not like morning. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what a lot of people do, like IRL. Like they go to the gym at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before they have to go to work.
At
So,
least people who go to the gym.
yep. I mean, I used to, but
But yeah, so as you leave the store, you guys go out onto the main road again, back down to the other end of town. Is there anything you guys would like to do on the way?
Are we passing by where we left?
Yeah, you will pass by the Tarket office probably about 20 minutes in to your walk.
Okay.
It's about a
'Cause-
30-minute walk there.
I'd rather not go around telling that someone died without him being okay with it. It's not really our place.
I mean, we could always just go tell them we found out who it was.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, like I feel like that's probably a good idea. Like just
Yeah.
everybody, we just kind of go in, see if he's actually there, and yeah, see if the editor is actually there.
Okay, so
In
where are you
his
guys
office.
going? You going to the office?
Into his office, like on our way to Visla's, stopping in at the Kayader's office.
Sure. Yeah, you walk in the office. There is a familiar bow above the door as you walk in. As you go in to the left, Mazor is there with Rith, who is the female human officer that he has. They're just conversing, having a cup of coffee. Coffee. I don't know if they have coffee. In medieval fantasy. It's a dark.
Yeah, they probably
brown
have tea.
liquid that is.
They probably have
heavily
tea.
caffeinated. They have something. It's in like a wooden mug, sort of like Grizz's mug that he has been filmed. Yeah, he sees you come in. They both look at you. He turns around. So, what you got for me?
Well,
The blacksmith gave us Nira, who worked at the Vizsla.
Oh, yeah, I know her. Shame. Real shame. Well, good work, I suppose. I mean, now you've got a second place to be. Go ahead and ask around some questions and see what you find. I'll write
Have
it down.
you made any headway on your side of the investigation as far as...
Well, I haven't done much. I mean, most of my morning was spent cleaning up the body as much as I can, cordoning off the area, trying to prevent civilians from getting into my crime scene and contaminating my evidence, so... No, not really.
Okay.
That's why you are here.
Alright. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's probably a
I
fair
feel
point.
like Isabel having stuck her arm elbow deep up the body probably would have contaminated some evidence.
Nah,
You're on the
it's
case.
fine. you're part of the case, so it's fine.
Pardon the case. Yeah.
You're one of the consultants on the case, so it's fine.
So yeah, he goes, well, if there's anything else you want to talk about, go ahead, or, I mean, do you know where Vislaris is?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were told the general area.
Good. I mean, you can't miss it. Looks like a shithole. I mean, everything looks like a shithole, but that looks like
I was gonna say,
a shithole. So,
Oh.
the shittiest shithole of shitholes.
pretty much. Yeah, she doesn't take care of the place very much. I suppose that's why she had Nira, but I don't know.
Alright. Well, I guess we will be on our way then, kind sir.
Yeah.
Fair enough. He turns around and goes into the same back closet that you saw him go into earlier, pull out a parchment, put his coffee down and pull out the quill and the ink pot that Isabel, or that Elikin gave him, and start writing some stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
You leave the building, you are on the main road again to Vislars, and as you come up to the general area, you do indeed find the building. It is a dingy looking building. It has two windows in the front. It is a straight wooden face wall. As you look in with a similar door to the Target office, it's not secured on properly. And instead of there being an actual door handle, there's just a hole, like a ring hole in the door where you would presumably put your hand in and pull out. So the outside is just the door and then two windows. As you look in, you can see that the interior is very dimly lit. There is like a candle on either wall. It's not very good. There's just the sunlight coming in from the back. There's actually a hole in one of the back walls that sunlight does come in through. And yeah, you are standing outside of this dingy establishment.
Is there a person in the room?
As you look in, you do see a figure behind a counter in the back. So you can willfully assume that there is a person inside.
I guess knock on the door, then open it.
Yeah, sure. You knock on the door. Wait a second. Come in.
Oh,
As you
no.
open the door. As you walk in, you see that the The building, very similar to the Dandelion Stump in that it is all wood, all sort of rotting or like curved where it shouldn't be, where it should be like a straight board, and some of the wood is like curving upwards from the floor. There are holes here and there. There is a counter on the far back wall in front of a door, and there is a person standing behind that. And in front of the counter, there are two like tables that hold a manner of different items. There are some glass bottles and vials. There are some pieces of parchment that are rolled up and sealed. And they're sitting on two tables, one of which is missing half a leg, so it's propped up with like a box and then a book on top of that, and then the table starts going from there. Behind the counter, you see a female humanoid who is kind of like a thin build, with dirty blonde hair that's like in a thick braided ponytail about like that big, that just tumbles down the back of her neck and back. It ends up falling quite low. Kind of reminds you of Isabel a little bit. Just a little bit skinny. And yeah, she is like sort of leaning on the counter, leaning forward and looking at you all as you come in. She goes, "Well, hello there. What can I get for you?"
What is the book that is supporting the table? Is there a cover on it? Is there words? Can I read it? What's on the book?
There is not any title page on it. In fact, it is missing the front cover. It's like a hardbound book, but the pages are sort of like starting to come away from the seam because the seam has actually fallen halfway off. So it's like sitting on top of essentially a mound of paper that's sort of like sagging inwards with the weight of the table. It doesn't look like it would be much of a readable find, but it is there.
Never mind that. I will just look at the book for a bit.
I mean, you can, I guess, sort of like flip the pages a little bit, but yeah, you couldn't really get a good look at it unless you pull it out of the table. I'll say go ahead and do an investigation check for me.
Okay. I just wanted to look at the book, but I guess I'm doing more than that. That is, I believe, a 15.
15? Yeah, you get the gist of it. Just looking through and like peeling off the pages as you go, like you try and lift up the front page and it actually rips a little bit, like, and she like looks at you. You get the sense after reading a little bit through it, it is a book on a guide on how to be friendly.
Okay, with whatever. So, Isabel, do you still have the book in your hand, or is it like on the table?
It's all.
No.
I haven't touched it. It's still
Yeah, you can't
the
like
table,
pull it
guess,
outwards. If you pulled it outwards, then the whole table will probably collapse.
Okay.
It's just like the weight of the table, like the little bit of the table leg that is there, is just pushing down on it, and you can just about manage to flick through some of the pages.
So, like, whenever I see her reaction to like the page tearing, I'm gonna look over to her like, I apologize for my companion here, and I'm just gonna go cast mending on the book on that page.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. You don't worry about it. It's had its uses. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. What can I do for you today? It's like eyes dead fixed on you now.
Nero worked for you, miss?
Yeah, Free, as you start talking, you see, like, just immediately, like, swaps and focuses all of her gaze on you. She goes, right, yeah, Nero. I haven't seen her for a while. Yeah, do you, have a reason that you're asking about her, or do I need to, look in the back?
She's dead.
Yes.
Oh, right. Terrible, terrible things are happening in this town, I tell you that.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Did you just say look in the back?
Weird thing. Can I see her hands?
Yeah. Her hands are on the like front of the desk. She's like leaning forward with her hands out.
Is her index finger and middle finger different lengths? This is a weird question.
I mean, make perception check.
Okay. No, that's a 3. I'm a little
3.
creeped out.
Yeah, she's sort of like holding them together like this, so you can't exactly see the fingers. Can't really tell.
Alright, good to know.
If you haven't seen her in a few days, why would you look in the back?
Well, that's where I keep my employee records, of course.
Insight check.
Yeah, go make an insight check.
Say,
Yeah, I'm joining that. Not bad.
That is a 12 for me.
That's 17 for me.
natural 20,
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Nice.
which makes 24.
I could whisper it, but I won't whisper it because everyone made a check. Yeah, you get the sense that this woman is a little bit like, as you look into her, she's like shaking a little bit. Whoever she is, she appears to be a little bit crazy. But for all intents and purposes, you don't seem to get that she's lying to you. She just seems like a little bit mad.
Is she a bunch of kobolds in a coat?
Make an insight check.
I just did!
It's a different thing. You tried to discern whether she was lying, and now you're trying to
Would it
discern whether
be
she's
a
kobold or kobold.
perception check? 'Cause
Actually,
you're
yeah,
trying-
make a perception check. You're right.
It's a natural 18 plus 6. So what is that?
24.
24.
Yeah,
Okay.
24.
Yeah, as you look closely, the body just seems to move in a weird way. Like, it's strange. She's not made of kobolds. She's just normal.
All right.
Oh, boy.
So if I look around the shop, what do I see? Like, do I see anything on the walls, or is it all just like table?
The walls are mostly bare, apart from a few books on shelves. The main goods are here in the middle of the table.
Okay.
Yeah, and she, as she watches you sort of look around and peruse the wares, her head. Oh, so you're looking at the wares, are you? Well, please, just let me know if you need anything. I'll be happy to sell.
I will do that. It's a very fine establishment you have here.
Thank you, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Yeah. So you said your employee records was Neri your only employee?
Yes, she was.
Or-
I don't have very much room for lots of employees, you see.
Yeah, I can see that. What did she do for you, if you don't mind my asking?
She was my assistant. She just helped clean up the place, help arrange things, help keep track of the books, all that sort of good stuff.
Do you know where she lived? Like, where she
No.
went after she went. Right?
Oh, well,
No.
Does
no, I
she
do
have...
know where she went. Yeah.
Oh,
She's staring at you.
Where
is it?
ma'am?
Aye.
Well, we worked late last night and I told her to go and put in an order at Poised Pastries.
Alright, we're
Poised pastries?
Yeah,
boys. For what?
for some bread and a cake for me.
I don't think does your family here in town, or is it just her?
I don't know.
Would
Your
don't
records in
know?
the back?
As you are like watching her talk to you, you can see she's like visibly forcing a smile to try and be as polite as possible, and it's like really kind of eerie. Like she's trying way too hard, and the skin is kind of like stretching to meet the top of her lips. It's kind of like unnerving a little bit.
Is it like a teethy smile, or like a toothy grin, or is it just just kind of all lips?
No, she's got teeth showing. They're a little bit yellow, but they're all there, which is more than you could say for your
I was gonna say.
friend.
Oh lord.
Okay.
oh,
Good.
w- oh my gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead. I just drew a blank.
So what do you sell here? Like I could see the stuff here, but like, is there anything else that you?
Oh well, we sell all sorts. Have a look. And you look down on the table, and you can see, There are 3, like, bound parchment pieces that sort of fluff out at the edges that are tied together very, very crudely with ribbon. There are 2 vials of a familiar red liquid. There is an array of 4 different daggers that are lining a case that is locked. And there is like a small pipe that is hollow all the way through.
Does that pipe appear to be an instrument, or
I'll say you pick
like,
it up.
does it have like holes? Or...
You pick it up and you start fiddling around with it. She goes, "Oh, so you're interested in that, are you? It's quite the weapon." There are no holes on the pipe.
Okay. Well, it's intriguing. What is it?
It's a blowgun.
Oh,
I kind of figured that's where this was going, but I didn't know. I wanted to make sure. Was it some like magic piece of dynamite or some shit?
No, it's essentially like a straight stick with a hole drilled straight through the middle.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty fine looking weapon. I just
I'm
put it
sorry,
down.
I don't have any darts for it, but I can get them if you want it.
No, it's okay. I'm just kind of looking right now, so I can have some ideas.
Okay, well if you want it.
are you good
just
at
let me
procuring
know.
items?
Yes, I am. Thank
It's
you.
gotta go up a little bit.
I'm making the
looking
sound
maybe-
effect. There aren't any like cracking noises when she turns. It's just nice to make the sound effect.
Yeah.
I feel like having the cracking noise makes it like 9 times better.
Yeah. It's like
Right.
It's like
Cause you forget about it, and she moves. You're like, oh fuck, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I'm looking at getting
ma'am.
an instrument.
Yeah, she turns to you. Yeah.
This Nira, she wouldn't have any like enemies or people that want her dead, would she?
Not that I know of. I mean, she wasn't the most well liked of people, but who is?
Okay.
everybody
Turns to
likes
you
me.
And just like smiles more.
Uh-huh.
Inside
Okay,
joke. No kidding. Does she really mean that smile?
What did you need,
Is she
Syra?
flirting
You
with me?
kind of got cut off there.
Yeah.
An instrument.
Really? No, is that looking to maybe getting a banjo?
A banjo, are ya? Oh, well,
Wait,
can
I play the
probably make that
banjo.
happen. Oh, you do ya?
You.
I do.
He does he? Wow.
Pretty good at it. You know, maybe we should get 2 banjos.
I can do this for you if you like.
That way I can have one too.
Yeah. Where's the second one going?
One banjo.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
Thank you.
No, it's all right. Back home there used to be like bands with like 3 banjos. You know, there's never enough banjo.
Oh,
So if we
that's
wanted 2
beautiful.
banjos in our band,
Oh,
I'm sure it would sound
Yeah.
great.
Where are you from?
I'm from Keijo. You ever heard of it?
No.
Small little town. It's nice.
I'm from here.
Well, that's
Very
nice.
Very nice abode you have.
Thank you. I try and make it as nice as possible.
So, okay, I have a question. Is there mold visibly showing?
There
Like-
is a little bit of mold around, yeah. Some of the
Right.
wood is like water worn in places where like the roof has caved in and been rebuilt.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of mildew here and there. You got to be careful where you step because there like might be a nail or something around. You don't know.
Yeah, the mold and mildew spell really accents the place.
Thank you.
Well,
And the
maybe
smile
we
kinda,
should
like,
get
drops a little bit.
maybe we should get going to that pastries place. I could actually go for some food.
Are
So,
you sure you don't want to buy anything before you go?
well,
Well, I actually have one more question, because we'll probably be back later.
Okay.
What are those little rolls of parchment there?
They're scrolls.
What kind of spells are on them?
I've got lots of spells.
What are... Okay.
How long did it take you to get that rancho?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to ask. Maybe a week.
She's so creepy.
So creepy. I
How
have to
much is
talk to her.
Banjo going for these days?
I'll give you a banjo for
Okay.
4 gold.
That's a pretty good price.
Yeah.
I don't have it right now, but
Okay.
Have we talked to the Kyatter about how much we may or may not be getting paid?
Yeah,
You
150.
did. He.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Collective,
155.
not individual.
Collective, yeah, 150 total.
155, I think, because someone did a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
155.
Yeah.
So we each get, I think it's 31 gold.
Sweetens the deal by 1 gold.
nice.
Well,
Well, I mean, it's been nice getting to know you,
thank
and we
you.
appreciate the information.
Thank you.
And we will probably be back at a later date. So thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye
I'd like to know
bye.
about
Bye now.
Your cakes.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, if you bring them to me, I'll give you 5 gold.
Each?
No.
Worth a shot. Worth a shot, man. I appreciate you.
It was worth a shot. I mean, you can't blame a guy for trying.
No.
Oh, that was great.
I kind of expected that, just like that very monotone. No, like it was like 100% what I was expecting.
Now, these cakes are made out of like the normal stuff cakes are made out of. It's not like meats and
No.
things full of blood or anything weird like that that might attract things.
It's just a cake. I like
Just a
sweet
cake.
things.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Um,
we should get going, guys.
Yeah, let's.
I'll see you soon with my cake.
Yes,
Isabel,
you will.
Isabel will stay behind and close the door behind everyone and remain in the room.
Okay, yeah.
Are
Everyone,
you gonna
as
leave
you
her?
funnel out, Isabel's last, and you just hit.
I will.
Oh no,
turn-
that evil witch is gonna kill her!
It's not locked
I
or
will
anything.
turn.
It's just there.
And because I still have my pack, because I never went home and got rid of the stuff, I still have my fake potions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll
Shit.
go up to the woman and go, "Oi, are you interested in buying some a little bit of magic here and there, right?"
Always.
Well then, and I will pull out 2 vials. I've only had 2 of them. Says
Okay.
these here are special potions made by a friend of mine, not by me. I'm no alchemist. However, these one here, I'll hold up one, is for the men who have trouble, you know. So, and the other one helps make you strong as an ox. How about 5 gold for the one for men, 10 gold for the strength?
She reaches out her hand and like pulls one of them out as you're talking. Are they both the same color?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. She
One is a little different color. One's a little darker.
Okay, she shakes it. You know, I make potions.
Oh really?
What's this one supposed to be?
It's which one should you grab? The one from my left or right?
One from your right.
Right. It says, I believe it's a strength potion. That's what my friend told me, at least.
No, it isn't.
Do it!
What about this one? And she pulls the other one back. Shakes it a little
It's
bit.
for impotence, I believe. If you're speaking plain.
How much?
5 gold?
For one.
For that one, aye.
Okay. So, like, puts it under the table, pulls
Cool.
out like a bag, puts it on, unties it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opens the bag, puts it away.
Are her
Thank you
fingers
very
different
much.
lengths?
Her fingers are
yeah,
not
her
different
fingers-
lengths. Her fingers are normal size.
Okay, so the middle index are not the same length.
They're about normal. I mean, technically,
Okay,
anyone's
good.
is like different length most of the time, but yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a whole thing about werewolves. Anyways, thank you very much. Now, leave the door.
Okay, yeah.
And
Everyone else is waiting
yeah.
for you outside.
Was the door? Is the door like solid? Like, was it just like a solid like wooden door? Could we
The
see
door
anything that was
is
going on in there?
fairly solid, except for the large ring that's about like this big that she's using as a handle. Like you would just pick in and like pull it out. And there are like cracks and warps in the wood as well. You can probably all see what's going on. And on top of that, there are windows. So yeah, you probably all saw what was going on if you paid attention.
Okay. So nice potions you got there.
Thank you. They're made to use cooking oil and coffee grounds. I leave.
Wow, I didn't know potion making was so simple.
Olakian makes a mental note.
When I hear Wade say that, I'll walk up to him. I'll put a hand on his shoulder and just go, "You're very sweet," and I'll walk away.
Thank you, you too.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, my
jeez.
sweet summer child.
oh, sweetheart, you're so innocent.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, shall we be on our way then?
Yeah. Did we ask her where it was?
Yeah, she said Poised Pastries
Okay.
was the name of the shop. She didn't tell you where it was. She just
What was
told you
her
the
name? I know.
Her name was
I-
Vislar. VIS''LAR.
Oh, so her name was the name. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna like poke my head back in real fast. Where's that pastry shop, dear?
Oh well, it's just down the corner.
Thank you.
She
I
like
closed the door
points
quickly.
like a trembling finger over in one direction.
All right, I closed the door quickly.
Bye bye.
Man, she was giving me the creeps.
She was trying
can
to
still
make
hear
too
us.
hard.
I related to her a little bit, and it honestly scares me. Just a little bit. But honestly, if I don't not careful, I could end up like that in like 30 years.
I have a question, Iqua.
Okay.
When I was in there, when I was looking around, did it look like the dimensions of the inside matched the dimensions of the outside?
Yeah, I mean, the walls themselves were made of the same sort of wood as the floor, and some of it was double layered, and some of it was not, because there had been, you know, like holes in the roof and whatever. They let out sunlight from the inside, so you gathered that it was probably about right. You suspect that there was a back room because you saw the door behind her, but yeah, it didn't seem like magical or anything.
Okay. Well, there wasn't like any, like, other than that back room, there didn't seem to be like any hidden alcoves or anything like that in there.
You didn't really look, so
Okay.
you're not sure.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so as you all walk out of the shop, Isabel pats Wade on the shoulder, says a little phrase, and keeps going. The sun now is starting to get a little bit past midday, so it is at peak heat, and you are all starting to sweat a little bit. What would you like to do?
Head to the pastry shop, I guess.
Head to the pastry shop.
Pastry.
Get some donuts.
She didn't really give you a direction. She just pointed in one vague place, so it's a little bit hard for you to figure out where the shop is. But as
Is
you
there
walk,
hurt people around?
yeah, there are people around.
Can I walk up and ask where the pastry shop is?
Sure, make an insight check to determine who is the most lovely.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's a 16.
Okay, yeah, you see a half-orc man, who is sort of in his like early to mid 50s. wearing, normal clothes. He's actually carrying 2 loaves of bread with him. And he's just walking along.
Alright, I'll walk up and just go, alright, looking for the pastry shop, is it around here, or kind of point around?
Oh, yeah, it's just, and he points back, behind him, a little ways away, and goes, yeah, it's just back that way. I, got my bread from them just now, actually. Here. You can't miss it, it's, you'll smell it before you see it, so.
Alright, you remind me of my friend Wade. No,
Oh,
leave.
hi.
Oh, am I there?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
you're,
you just
you're somewhere in the vicinity. I mean, Isabel probably didn't, did you wander far away from the group?
no, just someone nearby.
So yeah, he probably points over to, she probably points over to the group and he just gives a wave.
Yeah, just ecstatically
Hey, wait.
wave.
Awesome. I will return and be like, hey, it's just that way over there.
Wonderful.
Right?
Right.
It's always better just to ask someone honestly. If you know the city, just be like, oh, hey, where is it? And people are usually like, fuck off, it's that way.
Follow your nose for the fruity taste that shows.
Right?
Sure. So
Oh, good lord.
as you start walking,
Somebody got it.
you you walk maybe another 2 minutes down the road, and as you start getting close, you can smell like the scent of like warm, hot cooked food and sweets. And as you follow your nose, quite literally, you come to the front of a shop that is very different from the rest of the ones here in Big Daki. The front of the shop is actually very nice. It's painted, and the wood is in relatively good shape. It has like a stone, like half wall at the bottom, and then it continues up to wood. There are nice windows at the front, and there's actually a line coming out of it that's sort of ending at the edge of the front wall of the building. On top of or above the door, there is a sign that says Poised Pastries.
Yes,
So
sir.
get in line.
How big is the line?
Line is maybe like out of the door, maybe like 3 or 4 people.
Okay.
And there are more inside.
Is there only one door, or is it like a double door situation?
There is 1 door.
All right.
If you tried hard enough, you could squeeze through. But
Oh yeah.
at the
I'm
behest of
just
some
gonna.
other civilians.
I'll just move up to a person and just be like, I'm just gonna squeeze past them. Just gonna be like, excuse me, it's good. Not
Okay.
buying anything, just talking to the owners. Don't worry.
Sure, yeah. So you see like mid-30s sort of human woman. It's like, oh, no worries. And then in front of them is like a male elf who's like looks a bit begrudging, but eventually lets you through.
Dude,
if
you
they don't
just
let me
broke.
through, I'm just gonna move them. I'm stronger than them.
You just broke like the worst rule of British people right there. Equa's so offended right
Don't
now.
jump the fucking clue,
Don't-
dude.
No.
Jump the queue.
No.
man.
You
Don't
don't
jump the queue.
queue.
I'm not. I'm
Never.
not-
This is how riots start, man.
If that's what we write about hockey, we write about good things here in Canada. We destroy our cities
Equals just
because
so
our
pissed.
team
I don't
won.
care.
That's why.
Anyways,
But yeah,
I am
as-
following her.
Yeah, so as you all
Isabel.
like push
Same,
in
I'm
through
following.
through the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
as a Lakian brushes past somebody, I'm gonna try and pickpocket somebody like as
Oh.
pushing through.
You're mad
Okay.
because I have money now.
who are you trying to pickpocket?
Just somebody, probably the first person we kind of brush past, I guess.
That'll probably be the human woman. So go
Okay.
ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Say 17 plus 17 plus 8, so it's 25.
Oh my gosh, Rogues roll
I'm
so
not gonna
crazy
roll
high.
for it. I'm not gonna roll for it at all. Yeah. As you walk past, you walk behind. Let's say you walk behind Thyra, And as Thyra attempts to squeeze through because she is taller, it takes a little bit more room, and she sort of has to like stand back to let her through. And as she does, just you pick something off of the belt.
Okay.
That she's got.
I quickly put it in my pocket or whatever I have access to.
Okay, sure. Yeah, as you walk in, the smell of like freshly baked goods is real strong in here. It actually makes a lot of you
Oh my.
quite hungry because you haven't had a decent meal in a while. In fact, you haven't eaten today,
I'm
so
okay.
that's a good point. As you walk in, the whole front of this room, it's about, let's say, 15 by 15. And midway through there is just a counter that displays a lot of like cakes and pastries and bits of bread. And behind there, you see a very tall, like kind of heavy-set human man who is extremely like hairy, like a big bushy like brown beard that comes out to about here, and like long hair, both of which are in hairnets. The inside is like a warm,
Good
like
job.
grey-blue color, and he's currently like talking to someone who is up by the on the other side of the counter ordering something.
Is it just him?
Yep, just him that you can see. There's a back room,
Okay.
presumably where they
Yeah.
bake things, but yeah.
I'm gonna tap Free in the shoulder and go, wait, what was the dead girl's name again?
Nira?
Nira. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not good at names.
Oh, good dear.
I'll walk up to the person he's talking to and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Big man, do you know Nira?
He he looks a little bit shook by your instant proposition of yourself into this conversation. He goes, yes, I do. Give me just a second. I will continue to serve this customer, and then I will come right back to you, please. And he,
She's dead, and we're wondering if she made it here last night. Before she got...
Oh, Isabel.
oh,
Aye.
yes, I. 1 second, please. And he turns back to the customer and like they talk a little bit more, and he hands a bag under the counter, hands it over, and takes a few coins.
Aye. I will
as-
insert myself in front of the next person that's trying to step up and be like, nope, I'm here now. And I'll put my hands on the counter.
I'm gonna move next to her as well. Okay.
Okay, sure, yeah. He is still
This is
looking like a
sweet.
bit dazed. He's like, "Honey, please come and serve." And like another woman, or a different woman who is like a half elf, with another hairnet in the back, with like a bun that circles up, it's all in the hair, comes out a bit begrudgingly, says, "I don't want to serve. Please just serve for a second. I have business." She like sighs and goes up to the other customer that's behind you, says, "Please, this way," and he leads you off to the other side of the store.
I will follow gladly.
I will follow it.
Right.
So, Nira is dead, you say?
Aye.
That is a shame.
Aye, she seems like she's a lovely woman, a brave heart, but, you know, she's dead now. Anyways, did she make it here last night before the whole die monster thing?
Well, yes, she did. What do you... Monster?
Yes.
The
sorry,
fucking curfew, yeah, aye. Let the one who knows how to... You're all idiots. Get up.
Oh,
He, like, looks very taken aback, like, looks around the rest of you. I'm sorry, I don't
Sorry.
understand what she's talking... Please tell me what happened.
Nira ran afoul of the creature that's been causing a curfew. Left.
Oh my goodness, this is terrible news. She was a great customer of mine and a temper but nice person if you get underneath of it. I am so sorry. Are you friends? My condolences to all of you.
No, we're helping Mazur investigate while taking care of other parts.
Oh, I see. You are new here, yes? I have not seen you. You forgive me.
Yes,
This place is
actually.
quite popular, and he like gestures over to the lion. You haven't seen any lions in this town yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes, we are new, and I can tell you're very busy. This place smells wonderful.
Thank you
assuming
very
food will be
much.
as well.
Please, if you see anything, feel free to let me know, and I will bag it for you, and we can pay, and I will give you food.
Hey, do you have any
Uh,
fig and blueberry pie?
Yes, we do. Would you like one?
No way. Yes. Yeah.
One slice or pie?
I guess one slice is fine.
Okay, I will give you one slice for 2 silver.
Damn it. I don't.
I'm sorry, we'll have to come back for that. Unfortunately, we ran amok a bunch of slavers. Are currently gold list.
Oh, that is terrible. My condolences to all of you. Seems like you have had a rough few days. You know what? Here, and he goes under the table and like underneath of the display there is like another section underneath, and he goes and pulls out a small like thing that you can't quite see and cuts something with a knife. Pulls out a little piece of food and puts it on a napkin and says, "Please, for you." Wait, he hands you a piece of blueberry and fig pie.
Yeah, just right in.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
It is just like my mama used to make.
That is very kind. I hope she made good pies.
Very good.
Thank you.
There is one other
this
thing.
guy.
Vizlar, she never got her cake order because you know what happened last night.
Yes,
That's
that
the
makes
murder and
sense.
such.
Yeah.
I say for the
She would
back.
like that.
Well, do you know if she is coming to collect?
She sent us to
She-
collect it.
Oh, you're working for Mazur and Vislar?
More like a favor
Yeah.
for helping us.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yes, I have the goods. You can deliver to her if you would like. Just let me
Perfect.
know when you want me to go get it. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I will be happy to answer for you.
Do you know if Nira had any family?
No, I don't believe she did. I mean, she had parents, but I think her father died maybe 10 years ago. That was the last that I heard of her parents.
How did he pass?
As far as I am aware, it was an illness. It wasn't anything murder or anything. It wasn't a beast. So,
Do you know where she lives, or anybody who would know where
No.
she lives?
I don't know where she lives. I mean, maybe if you ask around, you can find out. But no, Nira was not the most liked person. She has temper, so tends to offset a few people.
Yeah. Was there anybody that might have been enemies with Nira? Like, might have not liked her especially bad?
Well, I cannot say for sure, but she upset a lot of people. I mean, she upset us sometimes, you know, just had foul mouth, you know. But no, I don't know of any particular person who she would have upset unless it was in a couple days ago, in which case maybe. I don't know them.
A couple
I'm
days
sorry
ago.
that I cannot be of much more help, but I have been here with, you know, my family, so
What time was she here last?
she was here about, well, it was almost after curfew, so probably like 9:30. Curfew is
And
10:30
does that
if you
match
did
up?
not know.
Does that match up the time that we heard her scream yesterday?
Not
Give or
9:30.
take a little bit.
It was probably a little bit later, but it was pretty much, from what he's saying, around that time.
Oh, okay. Just making sure there was cost between here and.
No, I appreciate the timeline piecing together.
So, did you say Vislar's stuff is still in the back?
yes, it was supposed to be collected this morning, but it never was, so I have it still.
Ooh.
Would you like?
Why was Nira here last night then? Because I thought because Vislar said that she came to pick up her order.
No, she came
Bless
to
me.
place
To
the
put in
order
the order.
so that I could
Oh, okay.
prepare it for the morning. Vislar likes to have stuff in the morning as soon as she gets into her store. I don't know why. You know, she always seems like she's a little bit on sugar rush, you know? I think that might be it.
Hey, that's how that describe like sugar rush.
I'm being polite, but sure, yes.
That's like.
All right. I guess we'll take those, and do you want to go bring them back to her, or
Oh,
what do you
yes,
guys want
sure.
to do?
And he turns off and goes into the back room for a little bit.
I will, during this conversation, Isabel will have kind of fade into the background and begin talking with people online, trying to figure out if there's someone who owns domestic farm animals nearby, like goats,
Okay,
chickens, sheep.
do you want to talk to one of the two people who were in the doorway who have now moved up since customers have gone, or do you want to talk to someone
Yeah,
else?
I just be like, hey, do you know, like, is there like a farm nearby with like animals on it?
Yeah, you go up
Just
to the
trying to figure out.
to the human woman. She goes, well, yeah, there is. Tell you what, there's the Brownlock farm. That's not too far away. It's sort of on the outskirts of Big Dacky. You could go there. They have, they're not so much like crop people, but they do serve a little bit of wheat for here, and they have a lot of animals like sheep and things like that. If you want to go over there,
So that was the brown lock, you said?
the Brownlock Farm.
Brownlock.
It's owned by a bunch of couple of halflings. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Halflings,
The
oh.
halfling folks to be a kind folk. I like
Yeah, they're really nice people. They're friends of mine actually.
that. Oh, excellent. Well, thank you for letting me know. I just need a bit of going through a bit like some farmhand work, maybe just get some money in our pockets before we
Oh,
we
don't
move on,
worry
you know.
about it, dear. I mean, I'm sure they'll be happy to help. You know, you seem like such a nice person, and I mean, you know, anything to help.
Of course. Thank you so much. And I'll just move back to the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out the door too. I'm gonna head out the door.
Okay.
Just to-
So Lakin walks out the door, and Isabel rejoins the rest of the group.
Before we left, and he handed off the cakes and stuff to us.
Well, he's still in the back,
Free
so
was
he's
gonna-
fiddling around with stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. When he comes back, sorry.
Okay,
Alright,
yeah.
so wait,
Yeah.
you are our sort of specialist when it comes to baiting and trapping, unless
That I
Thyra, I would say friend like to. But so I found a place that has animals on it, so I say that today we go over. I do not suggest we buy one since we have, I think, with including the gold I got from the woman, 10 gold after we get delivered things. So I suggest we steal a goat and then bring it into town.
Yeah.
You alright with that?
Oh yeah. I've stolen
Alright,
goats
Ella
before.
Kane, yeah, you're up for stealing a goat.
I mean, we got to bring back the goat after we're done, but
Well, if it dies, we can't, but...
well, yeah.
that's the hope.
But let's like try not to let it die.
Oh, of course, of course. Ella Kane, you up for stealing a goat?
He's out. You don't see him around.
I'm outside.
Oh yeah, fuck, he's not left. What the fuck is... Shite, alright. Free, up for stealing a goat?
I can steal a goat.
Yeah, Wade, you hear the
Alright.
voice in the back of your head go, I love stealing goats. That was some of the most fun I've had in so long. I'm looking forward to this. This
Wait,
going
is it
great.
just me and Ella Kane and Thyra, but that is
It's
sort of not person.
in the shop right now. It's you, Free Wade, and
I'm here.
Thyra, I believe. And Lakin is out somewhere, and
Oh, okay.
the owner of the store, you didn't catch his name yet, is in the back fiddling with something. It's
Oh,
about this
okay.
time that
Oh.
he comes out holding a bag, like one of those paper bags, that's loosely held together with a bit of string. He goes, "Please, here you go. There's no need to pay me. Nira did that yesterday, so I'm fine with the payment. I hope Vislar is paying you for this. Just a little bit."
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, good. Yes, I'm so sorry for your loss and your slavery. Please come back anytime.
Slavery.
Buy things if you are hungry. You know, I'll be here. So like
We
strokes
appreciate that.
his big like bushy hairnet.
Once a Lakian goes outside, he's gonna kind of dip around the corner of the store a little bit, and
Okay.
then he's gonna check in the bag that he pickpocketed to see what was in there.
Sure, yeah. So you're down in like an alley on the side.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You look inside the bag. There is 2 gold, 6 silver, and 12 copper.
Okay.
Welcome back.
2 gold, 6 silver, and how many copper?
12 copper.
12. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep,
So-
he presents you the bag. You have the bag.
Oh, thank you. Yes. All right. Let's go bring this to our guys, and then, we'll do the goat thing.
Ready? Did you book?
Before they leave, because try this, she's gonna turn to ask his name first off.
Sure, yeah. He looks a bit bored. He goes, "Oh yes, my name is Hadgas. I run the Poised Pastries here. Yeah, I'm the owner and the chief baker, as you can tell from."
I used to bake as well.
Oh, you
a couple
do?
years ago.
That is
Yeah,
great.
it's been a little while.
Well, that's fantastic. If you have anything that you want, that you like the best, that you want me to cook, I'll cook it special for you.
Oh, that is so tempting. Perhaps when I get some gold.
Gator stew.
Uh, We don't have very many gators here in the top part of Kasair. I mean,
That's
I
right.
could
You guys-
probably-
You have what are they? Crocodiles, something like that.
Not well. We have a couple caiman, like little, tiny ones. But,
Yeah,
I
that'll
don't-
do. I bet that's probably pretty similar.
I don't know if I have enough for that. And also, we're a bakery. We're not.
Not a butcher shop?
No, we're not.
Well, you gotta get meat to put in the meat pies, right? You guys got meat pies.
Yes, but it's mostly sheep, cow. There's only really like 1-2 farms here in the town, so we.
Well, if you get the chance, you should try some gator sometime. Goes really good in pie
I'll
and stew.
maybe do that.
Okay.
Funny
Well,
enough,
all
I
new
actually had
flavors.
gator. I actually had fried gator for dinner on Friday night.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
Damn.
Last
I've
bit
never-
was just going to be. I hate to be a bother, but if you have like any buns to spare, just to keep us going until we get a little gold.
Do you have any money at all that I can compensate for
I-
this? A loaf of bread is just
Uh,
2 silver. It's not expensive.
Isabel will sigh and bring out a gold and put it on the counter.
Oh,
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh.
Yeah, I can give you 5 loaves of bread for this. I thought you said you
I-
had no money.
They
I
have no money.
don't. I didn't know she
I
had
did.
it.
I did some business with a friend the other time, so
So, how much do you want?
all 5 loaves. That'd be great.
Yes, of course. And he shuffles off into the back. Next to you, you do hear the same human woman, who is now up at the counter, sort of like fiddling around. I'm sorry. I knew I
I
had
knew
it
this was
here
gonna
somewhere.
happen.
I had my gold here somewhere. I'm so sorry. And she's like, yeah. She's there.
Can
Poor
I?
woman.
Oh. Will Isabel help her? Yeah, she will. I'll be like, how much do you need for your food here?
Oh, you don't have to, sweetie. It's okay. I just.
How much? It's just let me know. Just
Yeah, you
50
hear
gold.
The,
50 gold, I was gonna say.
half your soul.
the woman behind the counter, with the hairnet goes, well, she's going for 1 gold and 5 copper for her order. Total?
At 8. And I'll take out 2 gold, put it on the counter. 3.
Yeah, she takes it back up and dishes out the change to use in not to the other room. And puts it down in the compartment, and then she starts readying the food.
Yeah.
The woman goes, "Thank you so much, sweetie. That's so kind of you to do. What's your name?"
You can call me Miriam. I'll extend my hand.
Nice to meet you, Miriam. It's so nice. My name is Catherine.
Good, nice to meet you as well, Catherine.
It's a pleasure. Listen, if there's anything that I can do for you, just let me know. I'll
of
put in a
course.
good word with the Brownlocks. How about that?
Sure, that could work. Yes.
If there's anything you need, you just let me know. Anything for you.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah, and she picks up her bag, gives you like attempts to give you a quick hug.
She'll allow it, like a kind of awkwardly, just be like, "Okay, stranger."
Yeah, she's a little bit shorter than you, so she sort of like her head comes up to like eye level. She gives you a quick hug and then promptly leaves. The man Hadgas comes back with 5 loaves of bread in a big bag, presents it over. Here you go.
I will take the bag and be like, "All right, we have lunch," and I'll leave the door.
That is wonderful.
Come back if you decide on the cooking that you would like, Miss Tiefling lady.
I certainly will. I'm free.
Nice to meet you, Free. Well, yeah, you
Alright.
all promptly exit the bakery. Elakian is not there.
I'll go to ask her to see you again. I'll be like, "Oi, LK, you here?"
Yeah, Elakian.
Oh,
is there.
yeah. Sorry. I'm relieving myself, and then I'd come around the corner.
All right, we got food.
Gross.
One or
Yeah, so-
two.
Wait, you hear in the back of your head, "Don't let him touch the food."
Yeah, I don't think he washed his hands.
I don't think he washed his hands at all.
I will give everyone a single loaf of bread.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you,
pass 'em out.
Isabel. That's
I'm gonna put that on my
Wonderful.
character sheet.
Do a loaf of bread.
so you all have 1 loaf of bread.
I will take a hunk and I will nom it.
yep. Just hope.
It's
Yeah, I'll take it.
really, really good. It's still warm. It's soft
Oh,
and
no.
like it's a little bit moist, but not too moist. Yeah, it's real good. It's
Isabel
considering you
probably
haven't
eat
eaten in a
about-
while. It's great.
Yeah, Isabel probably eat about a
Warm.
quarter of it and then put it in her bag.
Sure. Okay.
Warm, buttery taste of fresh bread is so good.
It's so good. I honestly love homemade bread for that exact reason. It was just like it's so good because it's like fresh out of it. It's just...
So as you all stand outside of the bakery, you eat your bread. Where would you like to go next?
So there's a farm just outside the city called, I think, the Brownlock. And apparently they have animals. So for tonight we could go over there, procure a goat.
Well, that lady in line, she did say that she would put in a good word for us. Maybe we can just borrow one or rent one or something without having to
That's-
steal it.
do you
That's
have
not a
goat?
bad
Do you-
idea.
We just take the goat. We'll just take a fucking.
But
goat.
how about we go talk to the Kaeter first and see if he can give us like a writ of permission to procure a goat to actually do this legally.
Hold up. Do you have his writing? That letter he made for us for the.
I do actually. Shit, you're right.
You do have the letter.
I do have that.
Can I see it for an hour or two? I can probably make something so we don't ask him. We just.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Alright.
How do you plan to explain to our plan with a either stolen or not so politely taken creature?
Okay, so here's the thing. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go ask him if he can write one first.
Probably a good idea.
If not, then we go with your plan.
Can I still see the letter? Just so I can.
Yeah, and I hand it over.
I will memorize how to. I'll start like trying to copy his writing and start practice writing.
Okay, make a performance check.
With my forgery kit. Make a what? Sorry.
I think it's I guess if it's forgery kit, then it'll be a
Sleight of
forgery kit
hand.
check, which is
Right.
like probably Dex plus proficiency if you're proficient in it.
I am.
So I was gonna say either like yeah.
Okay, that is only a +3 for me though. Okay, that's not bad. That's 17. Pretty good.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. You feel fairly confident in it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll start practice. It's just practicing, like getting.
Yeah, it takes a
sort
better
of
part of
scroll.
like an hour to get it to the point where you're like you feel comfortable, but yeah, you can start working on it.
Sure. All right. Well, that's what I'm doing for the next hour.
Return to Missouri?
Right?
I think so.
Perfect.
Sure. You start the trek back to the target office. Anything anyone wants to do on the way?
I'm just gonna keep an eye out against kind of same thing I did last time, but not necessarily like thieves' cant so much as just kind of more shady looking people than like the normal people around here. See if I find anybody
Okay.
like that.
Make an insight check.
Insight? Alright.
Yeah, because you're not really looking. Yeah, I guess you're looking at intent more than anything.
That is an 11.
11. It's hard to say. There are people
Sorry,
out and
8.
about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's real hard to say.
Yeah, 8.
There are people
Yeah.
out and about, but like you're looking over people, and there aren't really anything that you can discern about whether they're shady or not just from them walking around. No one's
I gotcha.
exhibiting any outward behavior.
I didn't see the dot, and I thought it was on one side. It was on the other. So
Fair enough.
Hey, Isabel.
Hey.
The other night when you met the blacksmith guy,
Hey.
that was Elvin you were speaking, right?
It was, right. Where's that?
I was just wondering if maybe you could teach me a word or two sometime.
You're half elf, right?
Yeah.
You don't speak Elven.
Yeah.
Uh,
Never learned.
I'll put both
Can-
my hands on his shoulders and I'll do my very best.
Do
Thank
I hear this conversation?
Yeah, you walk in.
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
I start speaking a little bit in Elvish.
I do too.
So do I.
Oh god.
Way to make way.
Wow.
Feel left out, dude.
No,
Yeah,
y'all
wait.
speak Elvin.
I could,
Literally, do we literally all speak Elven except for Wade?
I think so.
As this is happening, Wade, they start speaking to each other in like weird sounds that you haven't heard, and the voice comes back to you like, "That's just rubbing it in. I mean, that's uncalled for."
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't
you-
do it. I wasn't speaking to them. I was just like Elvish. I'm just like,
you don't speak Elvin, do you, Kev?
No, I'm not. An
Okay.
elf.
I was starting to think that maybe everybody spoke it but me.
oh, okay.
We are
Like
in
it's
this
a new
one
common.
together, buddy.
I could teach you to speak Dwarvish as well if you like.
Yeah, that might be a lot of learning. I learned pretty slow. It might be a long time before I even get a couple words of Elvin.
Alright. I'll definitely start making a lesson plan, I guess.
I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love this. Okay, so as you as you make your way back to the target office, you enter. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, Missouri's there.
It's a little bell.
Just Missouri this time. Sitting at his desk, writing some stuff on some parchment.
Hey
We
there,
need to go.
Mazor.
We need a goat.
Hey,
We need
hey,
a goat.
buddy. How's it going?
We just need a goat. Give us a goat. Give us a piece of paper that says we can take a goat, and then we will be all good.
Hello.
What my
Hello.
companion is trying to say is we have an idea as to how to fix your monster problem.
that requires a goat.
It
Or
requires a goat that we do not have.
Yes.
Do enlighten me. I don't have a goat
Lies
around.
to fate, dear.
So what we are wanting from you, if you can, maybe because you're really, really nice and you want to take care of the people in your town, is maybe a writ of permission to procure a
Take a
goat
goat.
for free.
Take a goat. Yeah, it's steal a goat, but with the power of the law behind it, so it's not actually stealing, because that's how that works.
One of the two of you make a persuasion check. Straight roll.
I
you
got
have
it.
disadvantage.
You got
because
it. What's your
you're
persuasion
asking
skill?
The sheriff of Bigdaki to give you a goat.
What is your persuasion skill? I want to know.
My persuasion is +5.
Mine's +6.
All right, go for it.
Plus 16.
Cool. Let's see. That's a unnatural 20.
Yeah. He sighs. He goes, fine. Shuffles all of his parchment over to the left and pulls out a new one.
Before you do that, it just dawned on me. Has there been any reports of missing sheep or killed sheep or anything like that?
Yeah.
Or does it seem like these beasts only target humanoids?
No, well, I mean, used to happen a lot more often, but ever since it happened like the first couple times, the security around Brownlock Farm has been upped, specifically around the cages and the livestock.
Okay.
I mean, these attacks happen once in a while. Normally, they just go and leave and come back.
Just want to make sure we weren't wasting time by getting sheep, is all.
Well, I don't really have a fucking clue what you're doing, but I mean,
We're gonna take the goat, put it in the streets, and just hide in buildings and look, and then attack the thing when it comes for the goat.
right. Okay, I mean, your funeral. He bundles up the piece of paper and just hands it to you.
Has anyone, it's just probably a question, has anyone seen this creature before? It's just people hear it.
Well, I mean, people report some big beast creature who is furry and runs around on all fours, has a mouth, but no one's going to look at it to, see it good and then live, so difficult to say.
I think it might be a bear, honestly.
I don't think it's a
I
bear.
don't know.
People generally
The
describe
figure-
it as smaller than a bear, but I mean, maybe.
Could be a small bear.
Sure.
Do bears usually hang out around deserts and things?
I mean,
Nope.
Typically,
not in the desert so much, but we're just like on the outskirts of Kazari, enough close to Krord that a couple could come down in theory, but I mean, it'd be hard pressed to find them.
Okay.
I don't think it's a bear.
It didn't seem like one last night when it passed by.
When I
Yeah,
looked
it
at the
did.
tracks,
Sense.
being as familiar with bear tracks as I am, did they look like bear tracks?
They did not look like bat traps.
About roughly how high is the sun? Like, do we have a rough idea as far as what time it is in the day?
It's starting to get a little bit lower now. It's probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I say if we are going to go get this goat, we should probably be on our way. But before we go, Mazor, could you point us in the direction of the Brownlock Farm?
Sure. I mean, they're just like northeast of town, on the very outskirts. They're about as far away as they can, close to good soil. But it's not really a very common thing in the desert. So, yeah, northeast and outskirts of town.
Okay. Thank you. And I'd head out the door.
We also need to drop off that cake and bread.
Oh shit!
the
I forgot about
cake.
that.
Oops.
See, I didn't know you guys had that because I wasn't there. So I was just going with it.
I think you were there when they... No, you weren't there. You're right.
I was not.
He was in the back and you left. I remember.
Should we fast forward to the cake?
Yeah, if you want
Move
to
fast forward to the cake.
Yeah.
You can do cake. Sure. Yeah. You come back to the familiar, dingy outward site of Vislar's Butter Potions and Goods. As you walk into the store, she is actually talking to another customer. But she, as you come in, she goes, "Oh, hello, welcome back."
We
Got
have
your cake.
cake, guy.
Oh, good. Please come here and I'll compensate you.
Who took the bag? Was it Isabella or me?
It was you.
It was
Okay.
you.
Oh, that's right. You got the bread bag.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll go up. Just hand it to her.
Yeah, she turns to the other person and goes, "Give me just a second, please."
Yeah. Like not looking at her.
Yeah. Everyone watches this way, just cool goes like that.
I'm not like keeping my distance. I'm trying not to make eye contact.
Yeah, you feel just like the slight caress of your hand as her fingers pull back, and as she takes the bag, puts it down, pulls out a pouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
wipe them off the desk into my hand.
She's just smiling, staring at you.
Yeah, no, I've already turned around.
Bye-bye.
Wade is out.
You leave.
Yeah, I follow him outside.
I would have been out. I've been waiting outside.
I went
So I
in.
sold her a fake potion. I'm not going back in there.
Yep.
Okay.
He's like she sees through your soul.
It's very weird,
It
right?
is terrifying, isn't it?
Eerie.
That's weird. Some of the
Just pretty
altars in my
weird.
tribe are a lot more peculiar.
Hey, Wade, buddy, you gonna spread around that love with that gold?
Yeah, here you go. Everybody get one. I think that's the maths.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm very proud of you, Wade. I give him a tap on the shoulder.
very, very good.
They're condescending. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Thank you, Wade.
it's all right. Oh, you're welcome. Free?
That wasn't free, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry. I was not looking when I just. Thank you,
He was- he
Thyra.
was too
Are
busy.
they condescending?
I'm only used to
I feel like
free being nice. No, I'm just kidding. Tyra gave me a flower. so it's good.
character. I feel like in character that'd be accurate
Thank you.
because you were just talking to Kev in your head, so you just
Yeah.
come to
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
like, thank you for.
Yeah,
Oh
I
dear.
can see that.
That's just where my thought process was.
Yeah.
Oh, Wade's a little cinnamon roll.
Oh, he's so good.
So you are all out of the shop. Are you gonna go straight to the farm, or are you gonna do anything else beforehand?
I think probably his restricted farm.
Yeah, it's very
We need that. We need that there goat.
Okay, sure. We have time for this. We'll do this first. So you come. It takes you the better part of like 45 minutes an hour to get to the other side of town. At this point, it's probably like 4:35 in the afternoon. The sun's starting to get lower. And you come across a larger farm. There's a large windmill that you can see that is overlooking a whole field of wheat. There are animals next to the field that look to be mostly sheep, goats, chickens, cows, standard livestock. Next to the windmill there is a large barn that has an extra space on top, with a door next to the big open doors. There is no house here. You sort of assume that whoever is living here probably lives in there, or in the windmill itself.
You got
guess.
to knock on the door.
Yeah.
Which door are you knocking on?
Whatever one is the closest. That one to the house.
Okay, so yeah, it's like a big, tall, brown, dark brown colored barn-looking building with a sloped roof. as you knock loudly the dun dun dun, and you can hear as the door opens, like, and you see a halfling man
They're halfling.
who is sort of in his mid-40s, with very, very curly, dark brown, like tousled hair, bit of like a 5 o'clock shadow around his face, and you see him like open the door, like reaching up to grab the handle. He goes, "Hello."
Hello.
Hello.
May I help you?
Of course.
Good.
And I pull out the piece of paper that said, "Give us a goat."
What did you say, Clara?
I just said we were here to get a goat.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
I was just gonna further elaborate.
Sure.
Yeah, we've been sent here to collect a goat for the purposes of catching the beast that's been stalking the night. Mazor's orders.
Pulls the paper along. I can't really afford to be loaning off goats and shit all the time so they can get killed. I don't want to have to do this. And my goats, I don't have very many goats.
So, riddle me. So, get this, right? If we kill the beast, then that's less money you have to spend on guards to guard your sheep, because we heard that they had been getting killed.
I don't
So-
have guards. I have a big cage. Like
Mazor
Beckham's
said
over.
that security had been buffed up.
And he was right in
Either
a
way,
it's just like
either
a big
way-
metal cage, essentially.
we kill the beast, none of your sheep are dying no more, and that's more money in your pocket. So,
I mean, it's been pretty good for the most part. I mean, the sheep, I had lost a few sheep, but I don't need none of that right now. You hear from back in the house, you hear a female voice. Iolo, who is it?
hey,
the man turns around. Not now. I'm sorry.
hey, you guys ever been to Keijo? You guys have kind of a Keijoan accent going on.
I haven't been to Keijo. I have like a third cousin twice removed from Keijo.
Kev, is this your uncle?
You hear the voice. I have never seen this man in my life. I don't know him. You hear the voice from back in the house go, "Iolo, who is it?" The man turns around. Not now. I'm sorry. I really can't be dishing out goats here and there.
I'm gonna turn to Free and be like, "Hey, give me the ring for a second."
Pardon?
Do you have the ring? Do you have the ring still?
Yes.
It's like, can you give me the ring just for a moment? I'll give it back.
Alright.
Alright, I'll take the ring
Trust you.
and I'll put it in front of the man's face and go, "Do you know what this is? Here."
Yeah, you push it kind of too far forward and he gets cross-eyed a little bit.
Yeah. Do you know what this is?
Looks like a ring to me.
Aye, it is a ring that belonged to a girl who died last night.
I'm sorry.
From that
I don't know
base.
her.
Well, too bad. She's dead. It could be your wife back there. It could be you. It could be somebody you love. Or it could be a complete fucking stranger. What matters is people are dying. Give us a fucking goat.
Yeah, as you're watching this,
Right.
he's still like a little bit grumpy about the prospect of giving over a goat, and you hear another set of footsteps, dun, 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 and you see another halfling. This one female, like in her mid-30s, with like a different shade of brown hair, but it's like a lighter brown, that's like down at the back. She goes, "I asked you who it was." The other guy goes, "Giselle. Not now." And the
Giselle.
female turns
I love
to
it.
you guys and goes, "Oh, howdy there, folks. How are you? What can I do for you today?" She like,
Can you give
kicks
us a
her husband away a
fucking
little
goat
"Why do you need a goat?"
to catch the thing that's been killing people in your fucking livestock?
Oh, I heard
That's
about that.
great.
That's an awful thing. I'm so sorry. Did you know someone who got killed?
Aye, we're friends, very good friends with this woman, and we want to get this fucking goat so we can kill the
so
creature.
sorry. And she like turns to the man and sees the letter and starts reading it. "Oh, Iolo, you can have one goat. It's fine. Just take it."
Yeah, we promised to try and not let it die.
Aye, that
Well,
is
if
a
you
promise.
could, that would be appreciated. But I mean, you know, anything to stop these horrible killings that are happening in the town.
I like her.
Yeah, you look over and the man is like a little bit like grumpy and like scowling.
Thank you.
But she's like just bright, warm. She goes, please, come with me. I'll escort you to the goat pen. And she starts walking.
Alright,
Thank you very
Put-
much, dear.
I'll give Free back the ring.
Now put it back in.
Yeah, so she leads you along the path. It starts to get more into dirt, less into sand. You get the sense that because it's more northwards, it's a little bit north of the town, so it's starting to get a little bit more into grassland here. And she pulls you down a dirt path. There are big metal pens, like maybe like 50 feet by 50 feet wide. It's just covered in this like metal grate from either side and on the roof as well. Some of them carry chickens, some of them have sheep in it. And she leads you over to the goat pen and says, now, how are you attempting to transport this animal?
I assume I could just carry it.
You can. I'd beware of the hooves and the horns and the biting.
I pull out the 50 feet of rope that I have out of my
Yeah.
bag.
Or we could tie it
Oh,
up, or
good.
we could just lead it with rope, honestly.
I think the second option's a little bit better. I mean, if this is going to be its last day, you don't want it to be in pain. But sure, yeah, I'll give you the goat here. And she opens a big metal door and
Don't tell me she's named the goat. Don't tell me she's
the
named
goats.
the goat.
Like there are a bunch of goats in
Has a
there.
name tag.
And like as she comes in, a bunch of them like jump away. It takes her the better part of 20 minutes to wrangle a goat. She's deliberately going for a smaller one that's like a little bit skinny, like kind of has his tongue hanging out a little bit more.
That's fine.
There is a fly that sort of keeps pestering it. And yeah, she eventually wrangles it. Has it on the floor.
The whole time
Come on,
they're
come on.
screaming because they're screaming goats.
Yeah, the whole time it's like from like lots of different goats in the pen.
Yeah.
So she
I will-
pins it to the floor and beckons you to come in.
Does the goat have a name?
It
Oh,
does. Yeah, this is Daniel. He's
That's
been
fine.
here.
Daniel.
Don't.
He's
Oh,
been here
God.
for a long time. He's getting a little bit old now. He's stopped being as profitable as some of our other ones. But he is a sweetheart, isn't he? And she like grabs his like little cheek and he goes like that and tries to bite her. She pulls away. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, well, if you can bring him back alive, that would be appreciated. But I mean, for the good of the town, I suppose.
We'll do our best to bring
We'll try
that
not to
over.
let him fall.
We'll try. Hey. All right, Daniel. I'll take the rope from Alakian, tie it around the neck, and start tugging the goat away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hear like a eh, as he like is pulled away.
Yeah.
Slowly
I'm
choking out the goat.
I'm stronger than the goat. It's gonna follow me.
You are stronger than the goat. I'll say make an animal handling check to see how bad.
God.
Oh, can I help him? I want to be like,
Yeah, you can help him if you want.
yeah.
Okay.
If you want.
Do I roll the advantage then?
Because I'm probably
Yeah.
walking next to Daniel, getting to know him, getting really connected and attached.
What a great idea,
Of course.
Wade. What a fantastic idea for your emotions.
It's very weird.
So I rolled a 16 and a 3. So 16.
Okay. Yeah, he comes without too much issue. He like when you start to pull him along, he resists. But eventually you do manage to get your goat to.
Yeah. Like most things
Oh.
I've encountered, I'm stronger than the goat.
Before we have left, could I have asked something?
Sure. I mean, you're still there. Isabel's just like,
Oh,
going
okay.
out of the pen.
Okay. Is there somewhere you've noticed this beast shows up more often than not? I know you guys have been targeted a few times.
No, I can't say I have. I mean, we've been targeted like I think 3 times now, but the most of the sightings and the attacks sort of come from within the town itself. I don't know if it's really here for our sheep or our goats or things. But yeah, no, I think mostly it happens in the town. We don't really see it very much here. I haven't seen it ever.
All right. And I'm gonna reach in my pocket and take my one measly piece of gold. I say, all right,
Oh,
it's not much, but I know this goat's gonna cost you. So, here, take this. Maybe I can get it back if we get Daniel back to you in one piece. How about that?
Yeah, she takes it and goes, oh, thank you so much. This is more than enough. Please, if you bring him back unharmed, then yeah, I will definitely give you back this piece of gold. It's so nice. You're a nice young man.
Oh,
So
thank you.
nice.
My mama raised me right.
I can tell.
That's what I hear.
Them Keijo folks.
Yeah.
Yes. Quite the sweetheart. Like, Ruffles.
oh, that's why I love Wade. I didn't even think of that. I have like 3 gold. I'm just like taking the goat.
Yep. So yeah, as you all make your way back into town.
Question: how much is a goat to buy? How much does it cost us to
Probably
buy a
like
goat?
5 silver. It's less than a gold, I imagine.
Oh,
Oh no way! It's
I thought it was-
there's no way because like ordering a plate of goat meat would probably be a couple silver.
Well,
Right?
yeah, because it's already
Well, yeah, the
prepared.
prep.
Got other stuff, and yeah.
Cooking, seasoning, veggies.
maybe a gold or 2.
Pay
probably.
your employees.
I'm gonna Google it during
Right.
the break. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
Google how much
Oh
a
right,
gold.
price of goat.
It won't change, whatever, because if it's less,
Yeah.
if it's worth more than a gold, then she's already fucking taken it. But
Yep.
whatever. So as you all make your way back into the town, we are gonna go ahead
Ah.
and take our break.
Player's handbook
Hurrah.
says that a sheep is worth 2 gold pieces.
Well, there you go. You got a
Alright.
fucking deal on that goat.
We did.
We're gonna go ahead and take our break here. So
Alright.
everyone go get snacks and water and whatever, and we'll return here in like 15-20 minutes to continue. What I assume is going to be you guys setting up your trap. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll
Let's
come
catch
back
this
then.
beast.
For those in chat, don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. And yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll see you soon, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, while we're gone,
Bye.
could you check your DMs? Would you please?
Sure, I will do that.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dado's mom.
Oh, wait.
Phew.
Okay, hello, chat.
Oh
we're
my
back.
god!
Hello. Hello, chat.
We returned.
We're back.
Oh, how's it going, Sap?
I want that to be your next character voice.
Okay, deal.
Sweet. Yeah, welcome back. So last we left off, you all had just procured a goat who is not fighting too bad on Isabel's grasp. As you all make your way back into town, I'd say it's probably like 6:30. As you head back in, the sun is starting to get low. Yeah, as you walk, it's starting to get a little bit cooler. People are starting to clear up a bit from the streets, and the town is yours. So, as we walk back into town, what would everyone like to do?
Where are we planning on setting up the trap?
I think that's Wade's point of order. Aye, lad.
Sure, yeah. Well, they said most of the attacks happen in town. Maybe just like around the same spot as last night.
Sounds like a smart idea, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the plan here? You're going to set up a trap and just wait for the next X hours until...
Well, we'll probably bring the goat out a little bit before, but not like hours before. You know what I mean?
Okay, so is there anything you want
Because-
to do beforehand?
Could we? Is there a butcher in town?
You gather there's probably some sort of butcher in town.
Because maybe they'll give us some, like, the scrap meats or something they can't use, and we can use that for scent.
That's smart.
That's a good idea, Free.
I have one of those once in a while.
You seem like a chock full of them.
Okay.
Can we
Yes.
ask around for a butcher?
Sure. Go ahead and make your insight check to determine if you can find anyone nice.
Even 10.
10. Yeah. As you walk back into town, and you return to your home base, the Target office, you actually see Alman, the bald half elf or bald full elf, come out. He goes, "Oh, you alright, guys? What are you doing here?"
Hey, we were just setting up a plan for that.
Oh, that's nice. What's his name?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. And he goes up and tries to pet the goat. Like his tongue hanging out of his mouth.
Does the goat bite him?
Goodness.
Nope. It just stands there and takes it and turns up to you, Isabel. Turns back to him.
Adorable. Do you know where the nearest butcher is?
Oh
Big
yeah, well
butcher.
there's one. Maybe 25 minutes out that way. And he points direct opposite of the Target office, basically to the direction that you came into town originally from Features Roadshow.
Okay. Do we all want to go, or do some of us want to scout out a trap spot beforehand? How you want to set it up, Wade?
Yeah, maybe I'll head over to the side. I actually have this hunting trap, and I'll pull that out. So we'll put this somewhere. All right.
I'll go with Wade, since I have the goat.
Okay, so the party is splitting. It's Wade and Isabel
And Thyra.
and Thyra who are doing the trap, and then Elakian and Free, you're going to the butcher.
I guess so, yeah.
Sure.
Sure, yeah, so we'll do Elakian and Free first. It takes you the better part of 30 minutes to get there with not quite knowing where you're going. But eventually you do find what appears to be a butcher. There is a human female, sort of closing up shop, putting things away, taking the meat that's out front on display and putting it back inside. She notices you come up, says, "Hello, can I
Hello,
help you?"
miss. We were wondering if you had any of the refuse left over from the animal. We're trying to set up a trap to capture the creature that's been haunting your town.
2 silver.
I have the gold. Change.
I'll take the gold.
No, thank you, sweetheart.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna with seeing this happen, I'm going to cut in we're trying to help everybody here, so I'm assuming you don't want to die next. So if you're trying not to die to this awful creature, I would strongly suggest you let us use some of the scrap meat that you have.
What did you roll, Free?
That's all we want is the scraps.
12 plus persuasion, you said?
Yeah.
6, so 18.
Yeah, she takes what you're saying in, nodding. Alright, 2 silver. Puts out a hand. Yep, you give the gold to her, she hurries back into the store, and you're left outside for a little bit. She takes a minute to gather everything up, and then she comes out with a big, heaping, it's like a bag, but it's open, and it's just a big portion of just scraps of meat, still a bit bloody in places, and she sort of pushes up to Elakian and just drops it on him, and then hands you the 8 silver. Thanks for saving our town.
You're welcome.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Walk out.
Sure, yeah, so you return to the group. In the meantime, you guys are setting up a trap. So what kind of trap are you setting up?
Okay. I have a hunting trap, so I assume it's like a bear trap, with the giant metal things that go.
We can say it's like a bear trap, yeah.
Okay. So, What's the area look like? It was like, was it like a
Um,
cross of alleyways? Was that what it
it's-
was?
Yeah, it's sort of like there's like a main road, but there are houses that are just placed at like random points. It's sort of in a line, but it's like iffy with the way that things were built here. It's mostly just like sand and dirt and stone, weeds here and there. But yeah, there are
Okay.
just buildings like around.
And what's how much time does it look like before sundown?
You've got a few hours.
All right, so I have a couple ideas. I'm thinking we maybe tie the rope around a stake and hammer it into the ground so they don't go nowhere. And then we'll take the bear trap and put that just to one side of the goat. I mean, there's a good chance that it won't come from that way, but that'll be one way blocked off if he steps on there. And then maybe if we have enough time, we could maybe dig a hole or something on another side. I don't know. What do you think?
Are we all there at this point? Or
You
not?
two won't be there. It'll take you a little bit of time to get back.
Okay.
I definitely suggest putting the goat next to a wall so it doesn't. So it only it has to cross over the trap. But
Yeah. What about that
maybe
alleyway
a hole.
that we found the body in? Wasn't the body in an alleyway?
It was. It had a wall.
Okay,
It's up against the wall, so that's an option.
that's a good idea. And then the bear trap can, doesn't have to. We don't have to
Keep it
guess
not
which
in the
way.
of where the goat can set it off.
Yeah, it has to be further enough back,
Mhm.
for sure.
We try to go a little short so you can't wander around too much.
Yeah.
Does the goat have like a bell on it, or is it just?
No, it's just a goat. As you look around to inspect it, you get right up and like fiddle around its neck. It goes, eh.
You know what? I do like that
us-
idea though. Let's go take that bell off of Mazor's base there. And then we can tie it around the neck, and that way if it gets taken away, we'll hear the bell and we can chase after it as a backup plan.
You do a lot of hunting, don't you?
Yeah.
You want me to track a bell?
Yeah,
Instead of tracking he's in tracking with no sound. I think it is that I've done a lot of hunting. So yeah, let's go grab a man's bell.
Let's do it.
We will head back to Mazor and grab his bell.
Sure. So you enter the office again. There is the familiar ding 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 of the doorway as you enter in. Muzor comes out of his
Just
office.
grabs the
to
bells
you.
you walk in.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
And I have a goat. I'm just like, we have a goat.
I see this.
Yeah, we need to take your bell. All right. I'm already reaching up to get it.
Okay, sure. Do you want some help with this?
What do y'all
If you're
think?
ready to help. Like getting the bell or hunting the creature.
Both.
I mean, a little bit of backup.
Hey?
Sure.
I
And,
don't say no
he,
to help.
as Wade is like reaching up to grab the bell, it's a little bit taller than you can reach, but so Mazor is taller than you are, so he has to like get on his tiptoes to pull it off, and it takes him a second.
Am I
but
taller
does
than he
pull it
is?
off. Yeah, you're taller than he is.
Yes.
Perfect.
I'll just untie it or whatever, since I probably don't even have to get up on my tippy toes to do it.
It's like hooked onto a metal, like hook above the door, so it's not rope or anything. It's just like a bell with like a little ring on it.
Well, I can reach up and yank it down or whatever.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna take out some of my rope. I'll take my dagger and cut off about, I don't know, 2 feet of rope,
Mhm.
and then fashion that into a bell collar.
Easy enough to do.
Cool. I was like, "Damn, Daniel, you look pretty good."
No.
And I'll give him-
I knew somebody was gonna say it.
I'm gonna give him a piece of the loaf of bread as well.
Yeah, the guy
Oh.
turns to you as you feed it the bit of bread. All you hear is. Those goats are not very loud.
That's a
or
good
not very
boy.
quiet, sure.
Yeah, and I guess we go back to the alleyway.
Sure. So you're setting up in the alleyway that that the body was in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Has it been cleared by now or no?
It has not been cleared. What
shit.
is there instead is that Mazor has put up like a row of chains to prevent anyone from getting in, essentially. But yeah, as you come up to it, he does open it up for you, and lets you set up your trap where you are.
So next, I think we gotta all find hiding spots.
I'll
We're
say at
sort
this
of.
point,
go on.
Free and Alakian, you do come back.
How's it going,
this,
guys?
This is like an alleyway behind some buildings, right? Between some buildings, though.
Mhm.
I believe it was.
I need to
Yeah.
be
Drag
pretty
over.
close.
I'm gonna open up the whole map this time.
I do within 120 feet with eyesight. Good vision.
Dark vision for the win.
I will
Yeah.
be on the other side where the goat is.
Now,
Hey, Nehop's back. Yeah.
y'all, how do y'all feel about getting dirty, muddy?
I was just
You
gonna
s-
get up in a building, like get up on the roof.
I was probably gonna do that as well, but you've seen me before, right?
You're good with it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Free?
I'm not so much into the dirt, but I will listen to your idea.
Well, a lot of predators, they got a really good sense of smell. So, we gotta cover ourselves in something like mud or something of that like, so can't smell us and know it's a trap.
You should also try and stand downwind.
Yeah. If
So we can't
possible.
smell you. Can I tell
Makes
what
sense.
direction the wind is blowing right now?
But okay, so my only my only thing with that, it's like we don't know which direction the monster's coming from. So
No,
standing
not at all.
downwind is not gonna help at all.
Well, we're just trying to reduce them smelling us and not the goat.
Yeah, you can.
So if we're downwind, it's not really gonna
You can
smell
tell
us as
that
much.
the wind comes from the. You came in from the west, so it comes from the west inwards. From like the overly eccentric sand dunes that came in, you gather that the wind sort of funnels down them into the town. It's not too hard for you to deduce. You're, a nature person. So let me drag all y'all over to the map.
Map time.
Nap time.
Now, remind me, Equa, the first time we ran across this beast, we heard it on the roof of Mizor's place, right?
Free heard it outside of Mazor's place.
Okay, it wasn't on the roof, though.
No, it wasn't on the roof.
Okay.
No, we could see it out a window or something.
Free could
Yeah, I
just
kinda
about
gotta-
make out some sort of outline.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure we didn't send people up on the roof tonight, and that's where it comes from.
Okay, so you can all do whatever with your tokens. I'm assuming that you all just sit in the alleyway for now, unless anyone wants to climb on top of a building or anything like that. You'll have to make a check.
I
Yeah.
do.
Before we
Sure.
do that, question: does disguise self, could that mask a scent?
That's a good question.
No, it is only appearance.
Okay, so that's what I thought, but was worth asking.
Minor illusion, will that...
Minor
How long does it
illusion
last,
is
though?
only
1
visual,
minute, it wouldn't
I'm
matter.
sure.
Yeah. That also, I will also climb a roof.
Sure, so I need athletics checks from both of you.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm good at those.
Can I get a ruling from you, Equa? Because this is a really cool idea.
Mhm.
Could two people casting sleep stack their sleep? So if
Yeah.
like Free and I were to cast sleep at the same time, I rolled a 17 or a 15, she rolled a 15. Could we combine those?
I would
Or
say
no.
because the caster has to has to deal the right amount of hit points. It's not like, yeah, it's not like a stacking thing. It's like caster
Okay.
deals 17, caster deals 16.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Shoot. Would have been cool though.
It is a cool
Did
idea.
you
I'll give
say-
you that.
Did you say acrobatics or athletics, Equa?
Athletics?
18 for me.
13.
Yeah, you both get up. Isabella takes a little bit more effort from you, but you do get up.
Mhm.
Is there anything I could hide in? A barrel, a
The
Box.
rodeo clown.
Sure, there is a barrel over down in this alleyway that I believe Elakian threw an arrow into earlier.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
he did.
that was promptly shot by an Eldritch Blast.
Boom.
Okay. Can I grab the barrel and drag it a little bit closer? I want to drag it to like here-ish.
Sure, you can do that.
Okay.
And you're getting in the barrel?
I am just
I am
chilling in a corner in the alley,
I'm gonna
leaning on my axe.
dirty myself up and then get in the barrel when the time comes. I just want to imagine though that the barrel, like when I get in, the hat sits on the barrel, so it's like a lid.
Yeah, well this
I
barrel
love
that
it.
you are attempting to climb into currently does contain a lot of shit. Not physical poop, but it's a lot of trash that's in there. If you
Perfect,
want to empty that
okay.
out or you want to keep it in.
Oh, keep it in. I'll help mask the scent.
Yeah,
I feel
sure.
like.
So you guys all watch as Wade starts climbing into this barrel of like old.
Detritus.
Yeah, pretty much. And you watch as he like shovels himself in and goes slowly down until the hat is like going down and then just stops.
Pop back out.
Wait.
Yeah, this'll do.
Oh boy.
From my roof vantage
Bet you
point,
guys
I'll
didn't
just-
know where I went, did you?
From my roof vantage point, I'll look in at Wade, and I'll just be like, "Good for you, buddy."
10-4.
10-4, I love it.
Free is gonna hang out, I guess, somewhere between Wade and Thyra. Seems the most,
Sure.
useful.
Mazor is
Over
actually gonna do
this
the
way?
same.
Wait, that's where I moved my
Yeah.
thing to.
Then I'll go.
No,
over
not
here.
you. Not you. It was I don't know. It was somewhere around here. I don't care.
I'm just nonchalantly leaning against the barrel that Wade is in.
Yeah, we'll say if you want to
Yeah,
be
pretty much the
over by
same
the wall,
thing.
Wade, you can be over by the wall, and I'll just move Mazor along. That's fine. Yeah, so you guys are all just camping out there for a few hours.
Wait,
Sure.
Yeah.
we still
I'm
need
gonna
to add
roll.
you two though,
Oh,
or you three.
I had a few ideas to do before we get to it too. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
The blood and stuff that Elakian and I brought in, I'm just gonna splash somewhere near the goat.
Oh, good.
splash it on the trap.
I thought you were gonna say on yourself, and I was
or
like,
the trap.
you are now bait.
You are
Yeah, I
literally
know.
the bait. You are become bait.
Mhm.
If any gets on herself, she's prestidigitating that off of herself. Which is the other side of the thing. I can have 3 non-instantaneous versions of prestidigitation up at the same time, which can include faint sensory effects,
Yep.
like an odd odor and like faint
Mhm.
musical notes and stuff.
Sure.
But I was thinking of doing, instead of faint musical notes, like the sound of like a whining animal, just
Okay.
faintly for an hour.
Yeah, you can do that. It
And
won't
then-
get very far, but you can certainly. I'll add.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then for us that are hiding in this corner, just kind of like keep it like a fresher like breeze smell, like the smell of sand around us, so we're not as noticeable.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do that. So that covers everyone, right?
Mhm.
No one wants to do anything else. So
Yeah.
only
Nope.
I would
everyone
like
can
to roll a stealth check.
Everyone's
I
going to
actually
roll
yes,
stealth
I
check.
would like to, I would like to hide as
Yeah.
well.
And we'll use it as like a group thing.
Hey, non-natural 20, natural 19 plus 1.
Total
Alright,
of
here we go.
19 for me.
Okay.
Wait, since you're hiding in a barrel, you should roll too.
Yes. find my stealth. 10. Can I use Tides of Chaos? Or is that not how you use that?
I don't know.
Do I have
What
to
does
use
the
it before or
description say?
after the dice roll?
What does the description say?
Gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, saving throw. Once you do so, you must finish a long or short rest before you can use this feature again. Anytime before you regain the use of this feature, the DM can have you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell at first level or higher. You then regain the use of this feature.
So no, you'd probably have to do it beforehand.
Yeah, because you get advantage. It's not that you get to re-roll.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of Ben Luck, which is like a later sorcery thing.
Yeah.
You add D4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a dirty 20, a 19. Wade got a 10. Thar, what did you get?
I didn't roll. I'm not hiding.
Okay. Free. What did you get?
Okay.
I got a 14, but I'm just kind of standing next to the barrel too with her.
Okay. Well, you all, Mazur rolled really high, so you're all pretty confident that you're hidden, apart from Thyra, who is not attempting to be hidden at all. Where exactly is the goat?
Over by where the body was. Was this a dead end, or did it keep going?
No, it's a dead end over there.
Okay, yeah, so it's probably like
Yeah, the
on
wall.
this point here or something.
Sure. So you all.
Oh, the bear trap. Shoot, we gotta figure out where we want to put that.
Like maybe out here, and then the goat in here.
Yeah. Were we able to find any when we looked for prints the other night? Were we able to find any and know which way they were coming from? Or did we
Yeah,
not?
I found them. They went up and over a wall. So
Mhm.
they went over this way, up and over a wall into
Yeah,
another
so-
street.
Okay, so they probably came in from like this way and went in. Then that's what you
So
said.
well,
Okay.
no, because we came in like the creature came from down here, from like to the south, because we
Okay, and then they
chased
went
it
there.
from the Tarkat office.
Okay. Here, how
Remember?
about we?
So it came in from that way.
You want to place the bear trap like right here? Then
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of
Okay,
at
cool.
the bottleneck.
Sure. So you're going to be waiting for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys want to do in the meantime?
I'm gonna pull out my bagpipes.
You're gonna scare it away.
You're just scared away.
Wade, I
I
would
didn't say I
like
was gonna
you
play it. I'm just
to
gonna pull it out.
Okay,
a
okay.
Constitution saving throw for me,
Oh, great.
as you are currently sat pretty much head deep in filth.
Oh, sweet. Okay, this is actually a good roll for once. 18 plus Constitution 22.
Yeah, you're fine. You sat in trash heaps before.
Yeah, this is nothing new.
It's nothing new. So yeah, as
Finds a
light,
random needle. Shit.
as light slowly starts to fade.
These
from
aren't
the
even
town,
invented yet.
You watch as all of the civilians that are out slowly start to funnel back into their homes and things like that. And as night falls, you are waiting and waiting. Eventually, the streets are empty. And I'll
As
say,
night falls, I'll put my bagpipes away and I'll pull out make sure I'm ready to grab my axe.
sure. I will say at around like, you know what?
I put up my hood
I'm gonna ready an Elder's Blast to
with
hit
my ears.
a monster that goes for the goat.
Fucking terrible. Okay, I'll say at around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Isabel, you do hear movement coming from the north side of you.
Okay.
It's like it's in the street down to your east, but it's further upwards. Why don't you go ahead and... Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna give you that. You just hear movement coming from above.
Okay, so northeast-ish.
Yeah, like up to... Well, I guess like around here somewhere, like the further upwards. As the map continues beyond it.
All right. I will slowly move and kind of peek over just to keep a bit of an eye over in that direction.
Sure, make a perception check.
Sure thing. I have a +1 or 2 to that. I don't remember. +1 to that. Awesome. Perception is my shit, bro. That's 13. It's
13's enough because it rolled a 9 on stealth. So, as you are looking over the street, you see approaching down on all fours the large, like, furred body of what appears to be like some sort of dog-like creature. And as you take a closer look, it's a little bit different from a dog. It seems to resemble a humanoid in a way. It is well-muscled and furred from head to toe with, like, a large protruding maw that is just slowly dripping with drool. As it just, like, slowly creeps forwards, like, putting one foot at a time, like... just making ever so slight tracks in the sand. You see it come up, and let me show you
So I have a question.
the token.
Did
Go ahead.
anybody else remember that there are 2 of these things?
Yes.
I just remembered that, so this is gonna be fun.
Well, I mean, we'll see. My Roll20 is so slow when I'm streaming, I hate it. What you do see is, you aren't particularly well versed, but you as a person, Felix, notice that this is, for all intents and purposes, a werewolf. As it slowly
I was
starts
right on
to
the hand thing.
prowl down the street, it gets to about here, turns to the left, notices the goat, and you watch as the goat just sort of like, there's little bits of poop fall out of it,
Literally shits itself.
and it looks at the goat and then looks over to Thyra, who is not hiding at all, and lets out like this darker snarl, and I would like everyone to please roll initiative.
Come on, roll good. I'm rolling pretty well tonight.
Oh, that's alright.
Oh, nat 20 on
Ooh,
a.
me too. I just got a
On
natural 20.
initiative.
It's like the worst time to get a nat 20.
I
I mean, it's
know.
nice, but it's not anything special.
It's
23.
best when you get a natural 20 when you're fighting, and then your extra die is max damage.
Okay, so 25 to 20.
22.
23.
So Wei got a 23, Thyra got a 22. Lakin, what'd you get?
22.
You have a higher deck, so you go first.
Yeah, I have an 18 on Dex.
20 to 15, I should roll Mazor's too. Ah, Mazor did pretty fucking well.
Alright!
Alright, yeah, well. He actually,
Rolling pretty good today now, finally.
yeah, the fucking werewolf rolled shit, but Mazor rolled great. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
12.
Oh,
12.
sorry. 16. Sorry, I was distracted for a second.
For free, and Isabel got a 16. Okay. So, Wade, as you slowly like rise from the barrel, just enough to peek your eyes out of it, you see this like large hulking wolf person who was like looking at Thyra and just letting out this low growl. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm gonna pull my hat into the barrel with me. I'm just gonna like kind of from my back be like, don't miss, don't miss, don't miss, come on, and throw up these 3 beams that are magic missiles. And it'll be the first time I ever
Okay.
cast this.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your
Don't
thingy.
miss, don't miss, don't miss.
I literally can't miss this.
You
So
Yeah.
I like to think that Wade somehow he could.
11 damage, or is it just no? Sorry. No, each one's 1d4 plus 1. Yes.
Mhm.
11
So,
damage.
yeah, it's 3d4 plus 3.
11 damage.
Yes, that-
Sure. So that
And then
is-
let me roll my die since it's a level 1 spell. Oh, nat 20, so I'm safe. I'm good.
Hog.
Great, fantastic. Yeah, you Free and Thyra, you are right next to Wade. You watch as he pokes his hat out of the barrel and pokes his hands out, and you watch him do like an arcane inscription, and a large like circle of arcane energy appears in the air in front of him. As suddenly, as like 3 jolts of arcane energy impact this wolf in the middle of the chest. It actually like recoils a bit and stands up on its hind legs, and it turns to the barrel. And just lets out like a as it is intent on looking at you now. So, do you want to move?
No. I'm gonna stay in the barrel.
He's safe in the barrel.
Yeah, I'm safe in the barrel.
Sure. Alakian, it's your go.
All right, so I am going to, very simply put, just shoot an arrow at its chest
Okay. Go
with
ahead.
my longbow. That is a 24 to hit.
And this is just one of your normal arrows. This is not the one that you got
Yeah.
from Jason.
No.
Okay. So 24 to hit. Go roll damage.
If I can figure out which die I need, which is this one. That is a 1 plus 4, so 5 damage.
Okay. You watch as the arrow impacts the creature. And it's weird, it actually like deflects off of its fur a little bit, seemingly unhinged by the attack from your arrow.
So I have a question because of what you just asked me. Were the arrows that I got from what's his face, were those different?
You didn't look at them,
All right, cool.
so you don't know.
All right, sounds good.
So, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I could bonus. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action hide.
Cool, roll your
Attempt
stealth
to. Okay.
Smart.
19 total.
check. 19 total, yeah. You feel pretty confident. You like push your body up against the roof to the point where you feel like it can't see you.
Okay.
Thyra, it is your go.
I'm going to growl
Bless you.
back at the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to heft my axe. I'm going to rage.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try and cut this thing's head off.
Sure, go for it. Roll your attack. I should point out, how was this goat fastened to wherever?
There's a python that's basically pushed into the ground
Okay,
For the rope.
with a rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rope. The rope is tied to a python that's in the ground.
sure.
16.
16 does hit. So roll your damage.
16.
Great, yeah. So you watch as you go and swing the axe towards its neck, right where the fur starts to meet it, and you can smell like the awful, like disgusting, putrid breath of the creature as it looks at you. You go and like go to swing into its neck, and you actually do make an incision, and as you pull out, it heals back up. No damage. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's all I can do.
Cool. It is Mazor's go. So Mazor is going to. He had his crossbow at the ready, but he's actually just gonna look at it, and for those of you that pay attention, you will see that he has like a vague look of shock. There's something more to his expression as he drops the crossbow and actually pulls out a short sword and goes out and runs to attack it as well.
Oh, please be silver. Oh, please be silver.
Yeah.
As he runs up, he goes to swing at it, and it actually misses. The werewolf like dodges back as the blade like cleaves the air in front of the creature. It does no damage, and I don't believe he can do anything else on his turn because he's good old level 2. So yeah, that's going to be his turn. Isabel, you are up.
Isabel will stand up, see this thing, will sort of turn her attention inwards for a second, to the voice and go, "All right, you want to eat, right?" And we'll kind of hold her hand out and cast parasitic arrow.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay, let me grab my. That's 11 fire damage.
Great, fantastic. Yeah, as you point your hands towards the creature and try and summon the eldritch energy that instills your body, you just hear a yes as this like arcane bolt shoots out and actually catches the creature in the back of the neck. It burns for a second before the fire is put out by the wind, and it looks like it did some damage.
All right, with my movement, I will move 10 feet, actually 5 feet back, and then can I jump across to the other building?
Oh god.
Yeah, go make an. Well, you've already done your action, but it's part of your movement. What is your strength
it's
mod?
up to you. It's +4.
I'm unsure of the rules on this because I know that jumping can be a part of your movement.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Twice your
So the way
Strength.
that my basically whatever I did this for one of the one shots that I did was basically the DM still had them roll like an athletics check,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
and depending on that roll was basically that was kind of how far they got, because basically it takes like the way he did it was basically half their movement and then the athletics check
what I
was
think I'm gonna do
the addition.
is- I think that's a good idea. So yeah, roll your athletics check.
Sure thing. 6. That is a 14.
14. Yeah. So you run to the edge of the building and go and leap off, and instead of catching the building with your feet, you actually hit your stomach off of the edge of the roof, and fall and tumble down onto the ground. You take 3 points
Yay.
of bludgeoning damage as your body hits the ground. But yeah, you are otherwise unscathed.
Cool. Let's see. That is that much. Okay. Oh, no, wrong thing.
So, is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
There's nothing else I can really do.
Great. So, Free, it's your go.
Alright. Free is going to reach down to your rapier and poke her finger on the end of it and just squeeze out a tiny drop of blood and cast Bane on the werewolf.
Awesome. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for. It's you have to roll for an attack on Bane, right?
No,
no, it's
you
like
get
Bless,
a charisma
right?
save. Yes, it's the opposite.
Charisma saving throw. Yeah, that's an 8.
Yeah, that's definitely a fail. So you,
Yeah, it's the opposite of Bless. I'm gonna figure that out. Cool.
yeah, D4 minus off of your spell, your attacks and saving throws.
Sweet. So remember that you're concentrating on that. Is there anything else you would like
Yep.
to do on your turn?
Bonus action, I will use one of my bardic inspirations,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll look to Thyra and just be like, show him your bite is worse than your bark. I
love
it.
That was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, Thyra, you hear the words sort of ring in your head, and you feel like you want to rise up to the challenge. So you have your inspiration. Do you want to move it all free?
I'm just gonna, whoops, wrong button, still have my arrows. Just go down this way so I can still keep an eye on it, but I'm a little further away.
Okay, great. You see Isabel there, sort of on her ass. Not prone.
Yes.
So it is.
So-
Got you down.
So it's going to.
You just got a death glare. Just an angry glare.
It's going to make 2 attacks at you, Thyra. What's your armor class?
15.
15. So it attacks with your claws, and it doesn't hit you. It like swipes off the front of your armor. The second one does not hit. It goes to bite you, and the jaws actually physically like go straight past your head as you duck out the way, and you just hear like it's snapping right next to you as it pulls back. A little bit of drool falls on your shoulder. It's nasty. You don't like it. And it is going to stay exactly where it is, and it will just stay there. So, top of the round, Wade, it's your go.
Oh, nice. Well, that worked before. Let me try it again. All right.
Get it, Wade.
9 damage this time.
9
And
damage. Great, yeah.
Let me roll this. I'm good.
So yeah, you will watch as a similar arcane circle appears in the air before the barrel. It's like a slightly yellow color of magic energy, and the bolts just as the werewolf as it actually comes from behind this time, and it sort of like stumbles into Thyra, and you push it back off. Yep. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Wade?
Just duck back into the barrel.
Sure. You duck back.
You
into
get
the
him,
barrel.
Thyra.
As the hat like starts to come off your head a little bit, and you have to grab it and pull it back. Alekian, it is your go.
I'm trying to not metagame this, but I really want to try using one of the other arrows that I picked
I'll
up.
give you your action as a perception check or an investigation
Okay,
check. to
that's fine. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. See, like, kind of look through like my bag. Can I use that to also inspect the short sword that I have and see if that looks like it's from the same material?
You can only do
Or
one
would
at a
that be
time.
2? Okay. I'll do the arrows first then.
So make an investigation check.
16 plus 5, so 21.
21. Yeah, you look at it. It's got a nice inlay, very similar to the short sword on the actual blade of the arrow. The light is hitting the metal in a way that is different from your regular iron.
Okay.
Is there
Alright.
anything else you want to do on your turn?
Bonus action hide.
You're already hidden, so I won't make you roll again.
Alright, sounds good.
Actually, no, roll again just in case it sees you.
Okay. 13 plus 6, 19.
So same roll. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Thyra, it is your go.
I'm going to snarl and snap back at it and swing at it with my axe.
Sure, go for it. Roll for your attack.
Natural 16 plus 6, 22.
Yeah, you hit it again with your axe. You actually go and like as you swing down, you cleave part of the chest apart, and like a little bit of internal stench fills your nostril as like some gas from the inside actually comes up. But the werewolf doesn't seem to be particularly fazed by it as the wound sucks back in and heals itself again. You get the sense that your axe is not really doing quite what you thought it would. So that is your go unless you want to move.
Nope.
Great. It is Mazor's go. Mazor is going to attack it again with a natural 20.
Oh shit!
So
What a guy.
let me. Okay. That's a big hit. Yeah, Thyra, you watch as Mazor pulls his short sword, and you've seen short swords around. You've taken notice of Elakian's, and you've seen the one that he presented to Jatin earlier. This one, again, the light seems to reflect off of it in a weird way, and as he goes to slash the creature takes it, not expecting it to be anything bad, and he goes and cleaves apart part of the, like the pectoral, and it doesn't heal. And the monster, like, sort of is looking, as far as you can tell, I mean, it's a wolf's head, a little bit taken aback, and it turns its attention to Mazor instead of you. That's
Can
gonna be
I
his
see-
turn.
Like, I know this is probably a stretch, but can I see if there's an inlay on that short sword or not? From where I am, or is that just
Not
going to be
from-
too far?
Not from this distance.
Okay. Okay.
Isabel, it is your go.
I will cast Hex.
Great. You want to go put that in the chat for me, so I know exactly what the buff or the bane is? Is that what it's called?
Sure.
Bane? A boon.
Bane, yeah.
Yeah.
Debuff.
Buff or debuff, I'd say that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, a boon or a bane, or a buff or a debuff. Boon is still a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, words.
Words are hard.
I forgot to put it in my sheets. Damn it.
You know what? I'm going to pull it up right here so that I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, I've been trying to find it online, but I can't
Hex.
tell.
So
I
you're
wanna make sure.
concentrating on this.
Mhm.
It is
Yes, concentration spell. Yeah.
Until this spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6. Okay.
I believe it's a bonus action.
It is a bonus action, so you can go ahead and attack as well.
Sure. Yeah, I will cast Hex, and what I do is Isabel vomits, and like it moves towards and it grabs the this pile of vomit, sort of like starts like moving on its own, and
Yeah.
it adheres itself to the werewolf.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Free, you watch as Isabel right
That's-
next to you actually leans forward instead of backwards and starts retching, and this pile of like what you assume to be vomit but is a weird, strange, like orange color actually falls onto the ground and then starts like squirming its way over to the creature and starts wrapping its way around the creature's legs. It's like a
I will then
horrifying
cast-
sight.
I'll then cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and
I kind
roll
of
for
hold up a
attack.
finger and be like, no, shush, not now. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Yeah!
Nice.
Fuck this thing.
It's not very well armored. It is essentially just itself.
Yeah,
Oh, fair enough.
just a giant werewolf.
So that's a 1 damage.
Plus your extra d6 for the necrotic damage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I know, I haven't done d6 yet, but that's 5, so there's 5 necrotic.
So 6 damage total.
Yeah, and I can give it disadvantage on an ability as well.
Yes,
it's-
with Hex.
Yeah, with Hex. I-
Yeah.
I'll
Ability
give
checks.
Are attacks considered ability checks?
No.
No.
Well, fuck it. I'll give it disadvantage to strength, anyways.
Cool. Okay, great. So Free, it is your go.
All right. How is it looking?
It's
From what I
looking
can see.
bad. Like it's as terrifying as a creature as this is. It is like almost whining a little bit. It's clutching the wound that Mazor opened, but with the other hand still free, and it is still viciously snarling.
All right. Since I do know there's a second one, since I'm the one that noticed that originally, can I use this option to listen?
Yep,
See
you
if
can make a perception
there's
check
something
with
else
your
coming
action.
near. A what check?
Perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
11. It's only a 13.
13.
Bless you.
Yeah. It's difficult to tell over the sounds of what's happening.
Thank you.
From what you can tell, you don't hear any movement around, but your attention is mostly focused on the creature ahead of you.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be turn.
Okay. Cool. So it is now the werewolf's turn, and it is going to turn its attention to Mazor instead of you, Thyra, as he just opened a massive wound on his chest. It goes for the claws first. So you watch as it goes to claw him, and the claws actually like make a dent in his armor, but don't do enough to damage him. I got a natural 20 on the other hit. So, and that is its bite attack.
Oh.
So let me.
Hope this
We've got
place
another
has a
werewolf
temple.
on our hands, boys.
Hope this has a temple.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you watch as it.
I just want to
sinks
point
its
out that I
teeth
called
in.
it.
to
It did.
Mazor's neck. As he
You
like
do that.
flinches in pain, it pulls back and actually tears a chunk out of it. He needs to roll a con save. Okay. And that's all you see for now. So that is its turn. Wade, back to you.
Shit. Do it. No. I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay, go for it.
So that's how many do I roll?
And it's
5d
8d6 or 5d6?
5d8.
Oh, I'm thinking of Fireball. My bad.
Yup. Yup.
4, 5. All right.
That's what I wanted to happen.
Right. Just level 2
no,
fireball.
No fireball. No fireball.
Level
Please.
2 Fireball. Ha!
No fireball.
I
I'm
think
right
that's
there.
Just fireballs. I think it's
You
just
can aim it
fireballs.
past it to where it only hits that. Hits the-
23.
Okay, roll on your wild magic table because it is a first level spell.
Good point. Good point. 18. Okay.
So you're good. Yeah. So you pop your head out of the barrel again. Such a strange sight seeing this barrel like be stationary and then a person pops out of it to cast a spell and be stationary again. As you feel the arcane energy leave your body, you can almost, like out of the corner of your eye, see like little pieces of magic clutching to the creature. Let me see here.
It's like playing whack-a-mole with a sorcerer.
As you
Dangerous whack-a-mole.
as you watch as this magic clings to it, it is like hunched over and like looking at Mazor intently as it just and falls to the ground asleep.
Ah!
Now, I want to quickly like crawl out of my barrel, so it probably like tips a little bit, and run over there. I guess actually just to.
I'll
Iris,
give
right?
you minus half your movement because you're in a barrel. And it's not a very big barrel.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I can make it then. So half my movement.
Yeah.
Okay, I get right behind Thyra.
Okay.
Hey,
Are you
Thyra.
sure that's where you want to be right now?
Thyra, help me tie him up.
Okay.
I just want to say.
She's just gone.
So Wade, that is your turn. Alakian, you're up.
Seeing the other one being fast asleep right now, I'm going to. Can I look around to see if I can see any signs of the other one around, like see or hear?
Yep, make a perception check.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see shit. That is a 9.
It's dark out here. Yeah. You don't see anything.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Hide.
Sure. Roll for your stealth.
Did he notice anything? Sorry,
He didn't.
No,
This-
I didn't know.
okay,
I didn't
good.
know shit. 23 on that stealth check.
Okay, sure. Thyra, it's your go.
Seeing that this thing is on the ground, and that Wade just tried to get my attention, I'm gonna turn around to him, and I'm gonna snarl, and I'm gonna growl, and you can see her eyes are swirling ember.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a
Sweat.
reaction to that?
Yeah, you still have your reaction.
Thyra, please help me tie this thing up, and I'm gonna take the flower out of my hat and hold
Oh.
it out to her.
Oh,
Come on.
Wade!
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Like trying to tame a rabid beast.
With a flower.
We'll see
Yes.
what happens on the next turn. I'm actually gonna.
Well- Yeah, is she gonna do anything else?
I
God damn, what the fuck?
actually I rolled a wisdom check to see if that would even,
Okay.
and I rolled a natural 18, so you're lucky.
Yes.
So I'm gonna, seeing the flower, I'm gonna kind of like shake myself out of it. I'm gonna pull out my rope. I'm gonna try and tie the werewolf up.
Sure. Yeah. About this time, while this fight has been happening, I'll say, Elakin, you've been pretty perceptive this whole time. When it was actually biting Mazor, you saw the goat tear off down the street. It wanted nothing to do with this fight. It was scared, quite literally shitless.
Reaction! Shoot an arrow! Get it.
So
Daniel, no.
it
Daniel,
is now Mazor's turn. And yeah,
What?
Mazor is clutching...
Do I need to roll something to try and tie up this,
Well, you don't have the rope yet, do you?
I have
Still
rope.
got rope.
Oh, you
Yeah,
has
I've got
rope.
rope on me. I have
Okay.
50 foot of rope.
Sure, go ahead and roll... I guess athletics check would be the best thing for this.
Alrighty.
Bondage. I mean,
Right? That's exactly what I was thinking.
Don't tie it in a shibari.
Okay,
Oh,
natural
come on! It's my favorite knot.
Natural one, so that's a 7.
My mom's watching. Hi, mom. Sorry. Sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, you go to tie up what you
I think she's watching.
anticipate to be a sleeping werewolf. And as you actually go down to grab its arm, you pull its arms together and it actually slipped out of your grip. It is caked in its own blood at this point, so the fur is a little bit more slick than you're expecting. And you just lose it for that turn. But you still have the rope, and you still have the wolf there. I mean, there it is. Okay, it is Mazor's turn. Yeah, he, seeing you, try and tie up this sleeping creature, he puts a hand out to you, with the sword in it, and he goes, "We don't need it alive." And you can see he's clutching his neck at the same time, and he pulls his sword up and goes to stab it in
Sorry, you're a fucking idiot.
the chest. Okay. It
I'm
doesn't-
getting texts from my brother.
It doesn't
about that.
die, but it is looking very weak.
It does wake
sleep
up though.
end?
Yeah, it should wake up now, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, so he goes to stab it in the chest, and it does make contact, and it does slip in through one of the ribs, and as he pulls it out, the werewolf's eyes snap open again, and it attempts to start getting up. Isabel, it's your go.
Okay, let me see. All right, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll move up there. I'll see it. It woken up. I'll look at Mazor with just you fucking idiot. And I'll shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
Sure, go ahead and roll your attack. It is prone, so your ranged attacks have disadvantage.
That is true. All right. Oh, no. So that was a natural 3, followed by a natural 1.
It's gonna be that round.
Well, we're not doing
Yes, it
fumbles, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, as it is lying there and it is awake, you go ahead and try and summon the Eldritch Energy to throw your organic ball at it, and it rolls out of the way as the shards spike off in other directions. It doesn't hit anyone, but you did miss.
I will as a bonus action to kick sand at it. It's meh.
Sure,
Like a
you
rock.
kick sand at it. It's
Bad.
that is to you, but yeah, you kick sand at it. It takes
It's
back
the
to
feeling that it's the thought that counts.
It is. Free, it's your turn.
all right. I will step up over here and cast Healing Word on Mazor.
Okay.
7 health.
Great, yeah. He's looking a lot better, but he's still clutching that wound on his neck.
And then I'll use Prestidigitation to clean off where Thyra was trying to tie it up since she slipped.
Is Prestidigitation an action?
Yeah, but healing word's a bonus
Oh,
action.
we're gonna what's
Healing
bonus?
Word
Sure.
bonus action.
Okay, great. So yeah, you can very easily do that. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope. I'm good where I am.
Great, so it is the werewolf's turn. And it's not going to try and get up, but it is going to swipe at Mazor twice again. You're still concentrating on it, so it has Yeah, so it goes to swipe
Oh
with its
yeah, I
claws.
totally forgot about Bane.
It's got Bane and Hexblade. That's strength saving throw. So it goes ahead and attacks with the claws and with the bite attack. Slashes out towards Mazor's legs, but he just steps back a step and completely avoids it. And as he comes back in, he kicks it in the face, and it physically like turns over. No damage, but it's just it's
Still a
thrown
kick
on
to the
floor.
face.
So that's still a kick to the face, and it fucking
Yeah,
hurts.
still a kick to the face. Yeah, it's not going to be pleasant.
Wade, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna come up to the side here, look at Thyra's knot, and be like, "Yeah, that is pretty good. But hold on," and I'm gonna take my rope and try to tie him better.
Okay,
The
this is
werewolf.
going to be a grapple check, and it
With the
does
rope.
not-
It has disadvantage on strength checks.
So let me see here. Is grapple strength or dex for the victim?
It can be
Strength.
either or.
Yeah.
So, I have a
think
question.
Most time it's strength though.
Yeah, very strong.
Why is Thyra trying to tie it an athletics check and then mine a grapple?
No,
I'm trying to
Because
tie
he was
Because it's
asleep.
a weight.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
we'll-
Yeah. So you roll your athletics check.
wait, I thought it was a grapple check. Oh,
Grapple check.
That's the one. That's what I mean.
what do I add to it?
It's very hard to be behind the DM screen. I believe it's just your strength, right?
Yeah, it's
I think
strength.
so.
Strength. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's
I have a player who only grapples, so a
13.
lot of this.
13. You begin to start tying the rope around its claws.
Yeah. Sweet. I look up to Missouri and I say, "Don't kill it. There's another one out there, we think, or something. We might need this one."
Sure.
Why
Elysium,
do we
it's
need
your
it?
go.
I ask from the. I yell from the rooftop.
I don't know. We might need it. What do we know about werewolves? 'Cause I feel like they're kind of like more common folklore knowledge, right?
I'll have you all roll history checks after the fight is done. For
Okay.
those of you who want to recall information about werewolves.
Yeah, definitely after, yeah.
I do.
Okay, so Elakian.
I feel like being from where I'm from, it would kind of make sense because of studiousness, but maybe not. I don't know. His backstory, but
Because backstory. The best reason.
because of backstory, the best reason.
That's my turn.
Elakian.
I am going to pull out the short sword, being confident that there is not another one coming at this point in time.
Yep.
Going to pull out the other short sword and see if it looks like it's of the same material that the arrows are.
Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
That is a 24.
24. It appears to be normal iron and steel.
Okay.
The short sword is not the same as the arrows. If you recall correctly, Jason said that the arrows were a special order, but not.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so is
Let's
there anything
say
else you want to do on your turn?
Hide. Because
Sure, roll your
fuck
stealth
it.
check.
Hi, because rogue.
That is a 25.
Yeah, you feel pretty confident. So it's Mazor's turn.
It is not.
It
I'm
is
sorry, you're
Thyra's
right,
turn.
it's Thyra's turn. I completely skipped past you. Go ahead.
Well, she's not stupid. She seen that her axe didn't do shit. And she likes Wade, but she's gonna grapple him on top of his rope tying.
Sure, go ahead and yeah, you make another grapple check. Because I think it's three checks to tie him up completely. I'll do, and then but like you're grappling him, so he's hard to get past. You have to make a check to escape.
15.
15. Okay. Yep, you assist in starting to tie the rope more around its arms and now legs. As you are doing this, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
That'll be it.
Yeah, Mazor is still standing there, and he, instead of attacking it, turns to you both and says, "I told you we don't need it alive."
Oh, I'm not trusting him anymore.
No, me neither.
He's
Nope.
part of this.
Insight check? Question mark?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay.
Disadvantage because you're a ways away.
Wait,
Yeah.
can the people around do that?
Yeah, can we again?
I shouldn't have given you that because it's an action technically, but sure. Why
Which
not?
okay, I can just not. I mean, mine didn't
Yeah,
do shit anyway because mine was a natural 1.
No,
So-
I'm sticking by it. I made a mistake and I'm sticking by it. Let's go.
Okay. Natural
for
1
the
for me,
insight?
so I don't know shit.
10.
10.
I'll roll. 13.
Wade and I are the closest and we don't know shit.
I'm right there too.
15.
Oh, yeah, you are.
15. Yeah. Everyone else is a little bit hard to tell. For you get the sense that whatever this is, he has a sense of familiarity with it. But judging by the fact that he's still clutching his wound, and you look closely, and there is like a slight like green that's coming out of the wound. He's not a part of this, but he has some knowledge of it. And that's what you glean. The other guys don't really get anything from it.
Don't know shit.
Isabel, it's your turn.
That natural
Okay.
1 was like so scripted. It's ridiculous.
We'll move 5 feet up, and I will attempt to help tie it down.
Let's do this.
Sure, make your.
That's just a strength check, right?
Yeah.
Fucking dogpile on this shit.
Okay. That is a 16 altogether.
16. Yeah, you finished tying the wolf's arms and
Yeah.
legs together.
As I do, after I finish, I wanna lean down to its head, sort of put my hand on its muzzle and whisper in its ear, "You're not the top predator here anymore, boy."
Yep, you whisper it. It's hard to regain any sort of physical reaction considering it's a wolf.
Yeah, no, this is for Izzy. This isn't for him. This is for me.
But yeah, you whisper into its ear. Free,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
We've got it down. I'm going to look to Mazur and be like, why do you want, like, is there a specific reason you wanted to kill it? What is it? Anything you can give us here.
Okay. Did you want to do any other actions on your turn? Because if not, I'll make you do a persuasion check.
Other than just watching for the other werewolf or other creature, no.
Which one would you prioritize? Trying to persuade him or preparing for the other one?
Him, because we need info on what we're dealing with.
Okay,
dealing
so
with.
go ahead and make a perception check or a persuasion check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Damn.
26.
I'm not gonna bother rolling anything on mine.
Purple dice. Yay!
Nice.
Yay, purple dice.
Yeah, he says.
They're my favorite.
He says, "This isn't the first time this has happened to our town. You should kill it." And yeah, that is your turn, unless you want to move. Or bonus action. I think you have bonus action as well.
I'll just move this way a little bit. Kind of keep my eyes out.
Okay, sure. It's the werewolf's go. It is hogtied, so it cannot use its claw attacks, but it will attempt to make a bite attack at you, Isabel, disadvantage, because it's tied.
Prone and tied.
Prone and tied. Prone
A
and restrained,
natural
probably.
one.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh shit.
nice.
bites
So
the
yeah.
dirt.
It's
As-
snaps
as-
at your feet, and you actually kick up a little bit of sand, and it like goes into the mouth.
Yeah.
Anything else you
Yum.
wanted to do in reaction to that?
I guess just get near it again, and just kind of look right in its eyes and just smile.
Sure. Okay. So that brings us to the top of the round. Is anyone else going to attack it?
No.
Nope.
No.
I will make a perception check to see if I hear the other werewolf.
Yeah,
That's what I was
same.
gonna do. Same.
Yeah.
Can I roll like a history check to see if I know about werewolves or not, or what would that be?
Similar.
Yeah, go. Considering your backstory, yeah, I'd say history for you, Alakian, intelligence for you.
Okay.
Abe. Or you can go nature because it's more.
Would you rather me do nature or history? Actually, I guess it doesn't matter because they're both the same. Never mind.
I'll give you history and Wade. You can do nature. Two
Okay.
different facets of information.
14.
19.
Sure.
I rolled a natural 20 on my perception check for the other.
Okay. You don't seem to notice any other werewolf.
Yeah.
Coming up, you don't hear
No-
anything.
19 on the perception check, but I assume the same thing.
Yep, same thing. In terms of discerning werewolf knowledge, I'm actually going to go ahead and take us out of combat for this because it can't really fight back anymore.
Actually, could I start dragging it towards the sheriff's station and
I
specifically towards
wanna
the jail
help
cells
too.
to throw it in the jail?
However, instead of that, I see Isabel doing that, and I want to get in between Isabel and Mizor. I don't want him taking a swing as he drags it away, or she drags it away.
I'm gonna help Isabel drag it.
Yeah, Mazor is standing there, like still clutching the wound on his neck, but his sword is down to his side. He is not attempting to kill it just because you guys have made it very clear to not do that.
Mhm.
So Isabel, make a strength check with advantage. You're being helped.
Okay, that's a 14, and so that's a 14.
14. It takes you a little bit of time, but you do eventually manage to drag the snarling werewolf over. In terms of your history and nature checks, you gather. Wade, you haven't really heard that much about werewolves before. They exist. You know that they're
They exist.
scary.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
You have heard of lycanthropy as a disease afflicting people, but you don't know too much beyond that. Aleki,
Good
you
enough.
do know a little bit more about lycanthropy. There are different types of werewolves. There are I guess were creatures is the better term. They're not all werewolves. Some people go into different animal forms.
Yeah.
Some of them are more commonplace than others. Werewolves are the most common. But people don't just get this way. Something happens. They don't contract the disease in the first place. Yeah, so you drag the werewolf in through the Tarket office, and you're just throwing it into a cell.
Yeah, and then locking it if I can.
Yep, you can do that. Mizor is following behind you and just tosses you the key with. He drops the
Yeah.
short sword in the dirt and just tosses you the key with his free hand. And the other one starts looking at the wound on his neck. And I think that's where we're going to pick up the next session because it is. 11
No!
PM.
I wanted to do something. Damn it!
What did you want to do?
I was going with the guy inspecting Mizor's wound. I was going to try and pin him against a desk or a wall, whatever it is, and
Next session.
ask him what the fuck he means by this is the first time this has happened.
Okay, so yeah, we'll
But
do.
yeah, we can do
we'll
that.
do that next session.
I was
but in
going to
the
put a
meantime-
cloth on his wound, be like, "Yeah, all right, buddy, sit down." Jesus.
No, fuck that.
Well, you don't know what's happening right now. You do gather that whatever is happening on his neck, because you cannot see it now. There's something seeping out of it. There's not blood, which is an interesting
Yay!
note. But we'll pick up there next week for another session of Emoris. I hope everyone's looking forward to it. Man, I really thought that werewolf would be stronger.
That's why you should have sent the 2.
I keep seeing challenge ratings on wherever, and I've got to just see challenge ratings that rate them as deadly for the party, and I'm like, they can't handle that. Yes, you fucking can. I gotta just start making monsters stronger. I'm telling you.
I fucking called it though from the very beginning. I'm like,
You did.
it's a
You're like
werewolf.
werewolf, and I was like, "It's not a werewolf. Those are something 5. Like, whatever. What? No."
it's like
No,
you're like, no,
werewolf,
there's
fuck
no
it."
way. And then Equa just chimes in, yeah, there's no way. You guys wouldn't be able to damage it. And I'm like, it's a werewolf.
I couldn't damage it.
Yeah.
I say,
I
I
didn't-
didn't I didn't because I would rather keep those arrows for future reference. But yeah,
I
Well,
really
originally-
wanted Dido to grapple the werewolf so he could just be like, yeah, punch, 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 metaphorically.
Originally, I asked you about the arrows because I didn't know if you were going to use his arrows with his specific inlay on this thing where the party can see.
yeah, that's kind of why I didn't, to be honest.
But they are silvered for a reason. But you don't know that just yet, but I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I was kind of having the same inkling. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll pick up there next week, so I hope you're all looking forward to it. I gotta do some.
I
research,
certainly am.
because I really anticipated you killing this thing. But there we go.
No, I want to talk to this guy. I want to find
Yeah.
out what
I say
happened
I
to them.
want to. I want
Then
to
we
wait
can
until the
kill them.
morning. I say I want to find out what happened, and then we can try and find a temple to get it cured, or we can just kill it.
Yeah, just snap its neck, man. Just yeah.
Well, we'll find out next week on Emoris Section 4. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for coming out. I have to say hello to Daito's mom and Tyson Felix's roommate.
Hello,
Anyone
Daito's
else?
mother.
Tyson isn't here, but I think my mom is watching too. And
Hello,
hi,
Felix's
Dad.
mom.
Hello to Felix's mom too.
Hello,
and
all
my
of you
brother,
people.
and my brother's watching, and my brother sent me a text about the rope thing, so that was funny.
God.
Well, I hope you'll come
I
back next
think
week.
my friends
Yeah.
Phil and Emily are watching, and they're getting married this Thursday. So yay!
Oh,
Congratulations.
Yay!
Woo! But we'll pick up
Hope you
there.
have-
So thanks everyone
Hope
for
you have
watching.
many years of happy matrimony.
And we'll see you next week when you are newlyweds, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Jesus.
No, we'll hopefully see you next week when
I
you
mean,
are
someone could
newlyweds.
run, you know,
Is what I meant
Yeah.
to say.
There you
too
go.
many Julia Roberts movies.
Yeah.
Right.
That's such a good
Yeah.
impression of myself. Alright, bye everyone.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.